Alright, and we're up and live. So, all player characters should be able to see the notes section of their journal. So if you look at session 2, we see that last section, Jimmy was able to repair, with the help of Siegfried, was able to repair the generator to 50% operation, which basically improved a lot of the lighting on this level, more or less. They repaired the engine room 1's engine, which would be Red Bulkhead 1. So both engines in there are now fixed and operational. And then Commander Dukar gave you the code for Red Bulkhead number 2 and told you to go check the engines in there because those engines are also not responding according to his diagnostic equipment in his command center thing. With that, we left off with you still heard some noise from inside this room after a gene stealer ran out, and that is about that. What would the player characters like to do? Keep in mind Siegfried is not here, so the player characters can somewhat choose what Siegfried will do within reason.
He's gonna breakdance.
What is this destiny?
Man, things will attack the thing breakdancing before they attack anything else. It's just they have to, right? No. Can we tell what that noise was?
You cannot tell what that noise was because, as far as I remember, it was an awareness check that barely passed. You can make another awareness check if you'd like, if Rossetti would like to walk all the way over to where the other player characters are.
Yeah. Holy shit.
You managed to hear something in that room, but you can't quite make out if it's human or alien.
I'm happy, boys. Alright, I'm done. See ya. It's as good as it gets.
Would Jimmy like to make an awareness check? I will roll one I will roll one for Siegfried.
Sure. Jesus Christ. I am the most unaware technician ever.
Okay, Siegfried also does not manage to make his awareness check. So the only person that really did... Well, I could roll it for Jimmy. Or Frank, I mean. I'll roll it for Frank, why not? I don't know if he has a tick in awareness.
Are we still carrying that guy around?
I mean, you could not. Nope. Frank is convinced he heard an alien in that room.
Good enough for me. I don't have a grenade, so I can't just throw it in there. Shit. Either way, I wouldn't. I guess.
I am pretty sure Siegfried is carrying grenades.
There's an engine in there. That's the problem.
Yes, he is carrying 2 frag grenades.
Throwing a grenade in there might be a bad idea, just because it is an engine room.
Well, do we really need 2 engine rooms up and running right now?
I mean, if we want to get the fuck out of here, yeah.
Shit. You want to peek in there then?
Sure. We'll have the almost dead guy peek in there.
I can staple you a little bit if you want before you peek.
All right, I'm gonna go peek in there and see what I can see.
Good boy.
How are you peeking in there?
Around the corner, just kind of see if I can see anything around the corner.
I'm gonna keep.
Are you trying to do it really stealthily and not be noticed?
Yes.
Can you roll me a stealth check?
Yes. Even though I have nothing in stealth, I will try.
Funny thing is I do.
Not a bad roll. I mean, compared that you had a 12% chance to pass it. You don't exactly do it very stealthily. You managed to stick your head out and maybe your las gun, but you stuck out way too far. That is what you see.
Okay. Well, there's a safe in there, guys. About it. From what I can tell. And an engine. Rossetti, you want to try to take a look at this?
The last safe I beat the fuck out of until it opened. Sure.
Well, I mean, peek around the corner and see what you can see. Because I can't see much more than the safe in the engine.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the opposite corner now.
Rossetti, are you trying to do it stealthily?
Yeah.
Roll me a stealth.
Character sheet, calm down. Okay, thank you. Thank you for scrolling back up. Fucking dickhead. Any bonuses?
No. Okay, no, you like try to like stick your head out and like you trip over your foot and you just like go right here and fall right in the middle of the fucking doorway. And you see
Tactical peek.
that the room is empty other than that locker. Well, I mean, and the engines and, you know, whatever else, but... And Frank kind of looks at you and he's just like, I swear to God I heard a fucking nit in there, man. And then I'm moving Siegfried all the way to the gun room, since he's not currently here.
Well, if you heard something, go ahead in there. I'll watch you back.
Alright, so you order Frank in. So Frank kind of walks in and he like looks around. And he looks up and there's a vent in the ceiling. And he's like, oh shit, maybe he's in there. He points up at the ceiling and there's like a, you know, a vent that's opened up. And there's like blood kind of coming out of the vent. Looks like something was either dragged over it or dragged up into it.
How fast could you work, Jimmy?
How fast can I work?
Yeah,
Depends if I have the parts.
we'll get working. I'm gonna keep my gun pointed at that. I don't know technology quite like you would, so I'm not gonna touch anything. I'll break it.
Do I still have engine parts? Yes, I do.
Nice.
I will put a blood splat right there to represent where kind of like the vent is.
Okay.
So there is like blood dripping down from the vent on the floor right there.
All right. I'm gonna start working. Well, Jimmy is gonna start working on this left side engine first.
I'm gonna stay on Overwatch.
Okay.
If
Would
anything comes out of that vent, I'm shooting it.
Rossetti and Jimmy, would you both please make me an awareness check? I will roll one for Frank.
Jesus.
Okay. Rossetti. Nope. Okay, Frank, since he failed by like 0.01 degrees of failure, that's not even a degree of failure. Frank kind of like, when you're like ratcheting on the fucking engine trying to figure out if it's broken or not, he's like, oh shit, I heard something in that locker, and he points to the locker at the other end of the room.
What kind of weapon does Frank have? Is it solid projectile?
Frank is carrying a M36 las gun.
Wow, so it's not solid projectile.
No.
With that, I'll point my las gun at it, and I'm like, well, we can open it up, or we can just stare at it. What do you want to do, Frank? This is your rodeo, since you keep hearing these things.
Frank will start cautiously approaching the locker, and then like when he gets up to the locker, he looks back at Rossetti and Jimmy to like verify that they like got his back covered if he opens this thing.
Sure.
Said he's gonna give him a smirk and just nod.
Okay.
I'm elbows deep in this engine, but sure.
All right. He swings open the locker door, and a human figure is on the inside of the locker. And it, like, springs forth in a rapid movement.
I'm gonna shoot it. Not even gonna take chances.
Okay. Make me a ballistic skill check. You will get a a close
Did you
range.
say Did you say he sprung out?
Yeah.
I know he's sitting in the corner, just like his knees up to his chest, rocking.
Oh, okay, all right.
Still getting shot. I've already said it. I'm sorry.
The Emperor protects. The Emperor protects.
Did you say point blank?
You'll get close range.
All right.
Are you single shotting, semi-autoing, or full autoing?
Standard.
Standard single shot?
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
I missed anyways.
Okay, so you fire off a shot and it just like smacks the top of the locker. Make sure you check your ammo. Jimmy, were you taking an Overwatch shot? You have
No.
seen Rossetti just start shooting at whatever was inside this locker.
I won't say Overwatch shot because I'm like elbows deep right now in this engine trying to fix it.
What do you do as Rossetti opens fire at this locker?
I'm gonna pull out and draw my gun.
Pull out game strong.
Okay, so you
You'd be surprised.
draw your weapon and point it at the locker.
Yeah.
Frank is behind the door. He can't see what the hell goes on. Inside the locker is this person.
Yeah, so he's still sitting there just rocking to himself, like whispering, Emperor protects. As soon as that shot goes over her head, he just kind of snaps out of it and starts screaming. And then when he looks and sees it's you guys, like he just stops screaming for a bit. And he looks at you and you see his eyes are wide. And he goes, I'm saved! It just lunges out at you. At Rossetti, even if you just shot him.
Well, boy, you really are lucky that I can't aim worth shit right now.
The Emperor protects! Oh, rescue party, oh god, I've been down here for so long.
I don't feel like I should tell you that we ain't a
They
rescue
took
party,
Brooks.
but we
They
ain't a
took Brooks.
rescue
He went up
party.
there. They took him.
Hey. Sir, we're no rescue party. We're just here to fix this shit. Well, I am.
What?
No, give the boy hope. He obviously seems like a new conscript. Yeah, we're a rescue party of sorts, I guess. As in, we're not dead and you are not, and we have guns. I'm assuming you might have a gun, so technically we are a rescue party.
He pulls out his like little last pistol, it's got like claw marks on it,
Good enough.
covered in blood. Yeah, his armor, his armor is like clean, maybe a few splashes of blood, and his uniform has been like starched with a nice crease down the middle. It's like a very parade fit uniform. Slightly more crumpled now, but he's been living in it for God knows how long. He doesn't know, but it was at one point quite a nice uniform.
Well, what's your name, boy? Name's Rossetti.
Private
Andre
Cole.
Rossetti.
Private Cole, Assistant Gunner, 2nd Squad, 4th Platoon, 4th Company, 5th Battalion.
Yeah, cut that shit. It don't matter
222nd
anymore.
Regiment, the Twos and Blues. And he's back to like on the floor now, shaking.
God damn it. The guy we had to save with someone like this. Get up, boy, get up.
He like stands up and he does like a little parade ground like attention, salutes.
Pretty sure we're the same rank, but yeah, I guess you can count me as commanding officer. Now, just start watching that door while that guy fixes the engine.
There's no more, is there?
Probably. I don't know. Just shoot
No,
at him.
no. What are those things?
Don't know.
Enemies. They enemies. Think of them like chaos spawn. Just shoot at them enough and they'll go down. We've killed a few.
I've never shot at anybody before. I've never done anything like that.
Kid, they aren't human. That's all that matters.
I can agree with that. They just tore through my squad in 10 seconds flat.
Yeah, they pretty much tore through this entire ship in 10 seconds flat.
Haven't torn through Wendy.
I've been in that locker since it happened. I could hear them all moving.
Yeah, Rossetti, but Wendy's a whore, so.
Whoa, hey. This last pistol has saved your life. I would be careful what you say to it. It might not save your life next time.
Cole, would you please make me an awareness check?
Yes, let me get my character sheet up.
And when he's talking about Wendy, he's gonna be like gesturing to the last pistol on his hip.
Oh, dear. No.
Okay. Who was the person watching that vent?
That would have been me.
But you were
Good.
now watching the locker. Okay, Cole.
Yep.
A clawed hand pops out of the vent and grabs you by the back of your flak armor.
Oh shit.
It starts pulling you up toward the ceiling as you hear a blood-curdling, like, alien cry as it smashes you into the ceiling, trying to pull you into the vent.
Cole is screaming like hell. Arms flailing. No, 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 no.
All right, Cole has now spent his action.
Yep.
Crying and screaming and flailing like a little baby. It has prevented him from being instantly pulled up into the vent. What is Jimmy and Rossetti going to do?
Rossetti's
I'm gonna
done.
shoot. I'm gonna shoot at the claw, at the arm at least.
Okay. Roll me a ballistic skill check.
Any modifiers?
You get your standard modifiers for range and whatever. Just take it off the blood spot on the floor.
Does it count as a Cole shot?
It's the only thing he can see. It's not necessarily a called shot.
Yeah, fair enough.
So do I get close range on this?
If you're in close range, you should be. I don't know if it's point blank. Take a measurement. You're 6 meters. You're not point blank.
Okay. So that's plus 20?
Close range is plus 10, I believe. Use
Plus
the auto calculator, man.
Yeah, I think close range is less than 3 meters.
Alrighty.
Point blank is rather.
No, point blank is 3 and under. Close range is under half your weapon's range.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I got the words mixed up.
Short range. Standard. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. You forgot to tell me, was that single burst or full?
Single shot. Single shot.
Okay, roll me a damage. Okay, you shoot and this thing, like, the shot just smacks into the arm. Although you can replace, actually, the one that you rolled on the damage with that 5 degrees of success. So I will just automatically say that you probably did that, and that will change your damage from a 4 into an 8.
Cool.
So, it shoot. God damn it, man. So the shot goes, hits the arm. It appears to pierce the arm, and a little bit of blood comes out, but it does not seem to be enough to actually, like, really try to let go of Cole. All right, Rossetti, go ahead.
Rossetti's just gonna move forward and just start shooting straight up into it. This is gonna be a semi-auto shot.
Okay. You would be considered point blank.
How many degrees of success is that?
It would be every other degree other than the first. Counts as an extra shot, up to 3, I believe, or 2. What are you shooting? A las pistol or a las gun?
Las gun.
Then I believe it's 3, offhand. I don't know. You got the sheet. I don't. But that would be 1 hit. 3, 4, 5. 50 would be 2 hits. So that would be 3 hits. So go ahead and roll 3 damages. Okay, you on the 11. On the first shot does like another kind of like bounces off. The second shot just like blows the hand basically clean off, and then the third shot just kind of like trails off and hits the ceiling or something. Ricochets off inside the vent and smacks it, but you don't know what happened. Cole falls to the floor and just collapses, like with a thunk. He just goes ka-thunk.
Oh no, yeah, he just hyperventilates and just doesn't move. He's like.
Frank will take a step forward and he will shoot into the vent too. Scoring a hit. Doing that, so. Okay, you hear a blood, like a, injured alien crying sound as you hear something scurry off in the vent into the distance.
Fucking hate these goddamn vents. Jesus, they're everywhere.
Ball
You okay,
is,
boy?
Build up in a ball again.
Stop shaking for 5 seconds. Let me check you out. I'm gonna give him a check.
What a check of what?
I'm just gonna see if that thing hurt him.
Okay, make me a Medicaid test then. It won't actually count as performing medical, but it will be an inspection. Alright, you check him over. It might have like torn his shirt a little bit, but it doesn't seem to have actually injured him.
Pat him on the back. Get up, boy. You ain't hurt. Come on.
Very slowly gets up. It's still shaking quite a lot. And he definitely moves away from that vent, like he just jumps to the engine and presses it back to it.
Probably the best idea. That he's also gonna back away from it. Alright, do you think you could at least point your gun at something? Or is that gonna be a bit too hard for you?
I can do it. And he like moves to here, and he kind of slouches back and down, so he's in like the correct position with his pistol at the door, but he's still shaking.
Alright, if you're gonna watch the door, I'll watch the vent. And with that, Rosetti's gonna go on Overwatch again.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
Paul's can do the same.
Jimmy, would you please make me a tech use test to try to diagnose the engine?
I was about to ask about that.
You will get a plus 20 because you will have the diagnostic panel on the engine available to you to read.
Okay.
You still do not manage to figure it out. Would you like to fate point that?
No, I'm gonna save my fate points because I feel like I'm gonna need it.
Okay, you are convinced that this left engine is fully functional.
Okay. I'll be right back. I need more water.
Okay. In the meantime, I will just auto-roll for him. He is going to go over to the right engine. And Jimmy is going to roll a tech use test to try to diagnose the right engine. We'll get a plus 20. Okay, Jimmy is convinced that the right engine is fully functional. And he is like 100% convinced. He's like, oh no, this engine is like pristine. It just went through maintenance right before the disaster happened. So he's like, alright, well, I don't know. Maybe the commander just has some faulty sensors or something, but this engine room is fully functional. We should just go back and tell him.
Yeah, it's probably best. Yeah, I'll give Jimmy a quick fixing up when we get to the commander.
Okay, you can make a Medicaid test on Jimmy, although since he has previously received medical tests within 24 hours, you will have to do an extended care test, I believe is what it's called.
Yeah.
Which I believe has some negative modifiers to performing more medical assistance within 24 hours.
I don't think it does. I think it's just if I have people helping me, that's when I get modifiers, or how badly hurt he is.
He was in the negatives. You have brought him out of the negatives, but he is currently at two wounds. So he is like, I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, he is like, you know, limp. He's like limping around, holding his side as like there's like claw marks and shit that has like cut his chest open, but has like you have like stapled the wounds closed.
Yeah, I don't think I get negatives for the extended care, so I'm gonna check it real quick.
Okay.
So go on. I'll make the test when I figure it out.
Okay. Alright, are all the player characters in agreement that they will go talk to Commander Dukar and inform him that Engine Room 2 is supposed to be fully operational and that his equipment is it should be faulty?
Paul was going with the group. He does not want to be left alone again.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay.
Rosetti don't know shit, so he's just gonna smile and nod at this.
Okay. You guys will walk up there. Rossetti, you coming?
Yeah. Sorry, I was in the PDF.
Okay. Who would like to press the intercom button?
Cole's just kind of huddling in the corner with his pistol raised now. He doesn't want his back exposed.
I'll do it. Hey, Commander guy. As far as our engineer can tell, there ain't shit wrong with that engine room. You got faulty stuff or something in there?
You hear some shuffling around and maybe like a keyboard press or two. According to my Imperial sensors, Engine Room 2 is malfunctioning. Are you sure? You could just have an incompetent engineer in your group.
I mean, that is possible that he might be a little bit incompetent. I don't know his degree of study, but as far as I can tell you, it's up and running. Unless you want me to start, I don't know, stabbing the engines with a needle, then I can't really do much other than tell you we don't see anything wrong.
He clicks a few more buttons. I can't seem to engage the engines from here. Have you tried starting the engines from inside the engine room? It is critical that we get these engines up if we want to return to Imperial territory.
Well, I could take a walk over there and see if I can get that up and running. Anyone want to come with me?
Yeah, you can take Frank.
Okay, Frank will agree to go
Cole's
with.
not going back to that engine room.
Frank will agree to go with.
All right.
All right, Jimmy.
To...
So you are 100% convinced that the right engine is 100% operational because you passed that tech use test. You are convinced that the left engine is operational.
All right, let me go start the right engine here first.
Okay. Jimmy will stand over here. Just so you know, the panel to start the engines is in this room on that wall.
Okay.
Frank said he will be inside here watching the vent just to make sure that they don't pop out.
Okay.
So Frank will stand right here.
I'm gonna have to fight point that Medicaid, by the way.
All right, Jimmy, make me a tech use test to start up the right engine at a plus 30.
At a plus 30?
Yes. Plus 20 for using the panel, plus 10 for your previous bonus, success on that engine specifically.
Okay.
Would you like to fate point that?
Yeah, let's fate point it.
So, by the way, Jimmy?
Yeah?
You have to do me a favor here.
What do you need, Rossetti?
You're gonna have to make a toughness test.
Fuck all kinds of stuff.
Unless someone with Medicaid would have helped me, you have to make a toughness test right now. Because I failed.
I do not think anyone else has Medicaid. I will check Siegfried, but I'm not convinced he has it. He does not have it.
Alright, well yeah, you're gonna have to make a toughness test. If you fail, you take a point of damage. If that point of damage puts you into negatives, you die.
Well, if it's you mean by point, you mean a wound of damage?
Yeah.
It will not put him into negatives.
Alright, then yeah, you're just gonna take that wound. Sorry about that.
It's okay. You're just a really bad doctor.
I can only restaple so many things.
Please, you spent your fate point. Please reroll your tech use test.
Has Rossetti just left Cole alone?
Still plus 30?
Mm-hmm.
Then Cole is follow you like a little puppy. He ain't staying by himself.
All right, the right engine starts wearing into life, and you get the green signal that it's operational. You hear the hum of the engine running. Would you like to try to fire up the left engine?
I have a feeling it's going to blow up in my face, but yeah, sure.
That's why you're the one in the room.
I'm outside the room. Frank's inside.
Yeah,
Pretty
the panels to boot up the engines are on the inside, like the engine control room, which is like this room. This is only the engine room. There's like diagnostic panels on it, but there's maybe like an override in there to like manually fire up the engines, but it wouldn't be the normal procedure.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try to fire up the left engine.
Okay, make me a tech use test at base.
Okay.
Oh, is that the 39 roll?
Yeah.
Okay. You punch in a few things, and the engine starts to whir to life. All of a sudden, Frank goes like, he like yells out something to you that you can't like really audibly hear because of the engine on the right side being like fully engaged now and operational, and the engine on the left starting to whir to life. Would you make me an awareness check to try to hear him, since you are the closest? You managed to hear him mention something about, I think, as the engine starts to power on. A gene stealer pops out. Well, yeah, I mean, you don't know it's a gene stealer, but I mean, out of character, it's a gene stealer. A gene stealer pops out of the vent. Frank takes a step forward and opens fire in it. It being riddled with bullets. And then the next thing you know, you hear a massive explosion as the left engine just completely explodes, shrapneling the inside of the room. Frank is completely obliterated, along with the gene stealer.
What in the goddamn?
Frank's body just like smashes into the right side of the room, and it's just like
just in your room, is it?
It's just inside that room. The engine rooms are built to like withstand catastrophic failure, so that like if an engine explodes, it doesn't like blow up a huge chunk of the ship. They're like reinforced to resist like the engines failing.
Thank God.
So Frank's body just smashes into the right side of the room and is just cut to fucking pieces. Like his arm is just completely like severed, and like his body parts are all over the fucking place as this engine and the huge chunks of shrapnel has just completely cut him to bits. I will just leave his body there because you can attempt to search his body, but his body is not in one piece. And then I will draw a freehand giant red X over this engine as it has now exploded.
Hey Jimmy, you remember that remark you made about me being a bad medic?
Shut up, Rossetti.
The room
I haven't killed anyone yet with my medical skills, so...
The room is completely filled with smoke and probably some weird green gas that you're not sure what it is.
Gas mask.
Yep.
Gas mask. Well, as soon as you
Gas
saw them
mask.
doing it, Paul will follow.
I'll go in first to see if anybody's alive.
I'm still covering the door.
I'm going to follow him on in there.
Sorry, did you say you both put your gas masks on?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Cole
You
did as well, just in case you kill him.
you put your gas masks on and you walk in. The entire right side of the room is just covered in blood. Like, it's painted in blood. This is something that none of the player characters have seen, and your quote-unquote friend Frank, you can probably make out like bits and pieces of his flesh and bone and like organ matter just completely painted the right side of the room, along with some of the matter from the gene stealer, but the gene stealer does not seem to have exploded as aggressively as Frank's body did. Would Rossetti and Jimmy both please give me a toughness test at -10?
Ah, shit.
Goddamn.
Okay. Both Rossetti and Jimmy, please take 2 points of insanity for seeing Jimmy literally splattered against the wall.
You mean Frank?
Or Frank, yeah, my bad.
Well, at least I'm becoming technically a better doctor, because all doctors are fucking batshit crazy. At this point, I'll be the best medic doctor thingy.
Please also note somewhere on your player character sheet that you are now immune to gaining insanity from seeing bodies blown to bits.
You said 2 points to insanity, right?
Yes, this is a pretty horrific scene. It's so horrific that, like, as you're looking, like, at the wall, you see, like, all the flesh of Frank's face just completely blown and splatted against the wall.
God, Emperor, fucking. So, Jimmy, you remember that remark about at least my medical skills has never killed anybody?
I will put a bullet in you.
I was gonna say my medical skills can't bring him back. Cause holy, oh god.
What happened? What's that?
I fucked up. I killed our friend. And fuck.
Yeah, Frank is taking a nice little stroll.
Oh, good. I thought he died.
Oh no, he did.
Oh, he dead. He dead.
I've
God
never
doing
seen
what he
Face
loves.
again.
I've never seen a man's face plastered on a wall quite like that before.
He's gonna start rocking a little bit.
Good news.
I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna slap Cole. Pull yourself together, man.
He's not shaking so much now, but he's still does not look happy about the situation.
Well, still gonna slap you.
Is that second slap?
2 backhands in a row.
You gonna stop slapping the poor boy?
I
Just
mean,
like looking up to you because he was like slouching in the corner again. He's like looking up to you like.
Hey, Cole, buddy, come here. I'm gonna help you out here. Are either of these gene stealer corpses still there?
Where specifically are you talking about?
The 2 that are marked in this room.
Yes, they are still on the floor.
My hand on my knife, and I'm point to one of them. Was like, yeah, just take like 5 minutes and stab the fuck out of one of those things. It might make you feel better.
He looks at you like a horrified expression over his face.
Hey, it's better to vent all that emotion that you got on something that's not me or your friend. So, go ahead and just start having fun.
He's gonna like very slowly stand up and walk over to it, and like just where he goes to stab it, he's gonna look up again. Like, should I?
I mean, I've already put a knife into one of them, said like a few 10, 20 times, so go right ahead. It ain't gonna
He's
kill
gonna
you.
it's already
very
dead,
gingerly
Cole.
stab it.
They killed all of your friends. They killed Frank, and now we're here together.
Yeah. They
Start stabbing with a bit more enthusiasm. He's just like roaring of rage, and like you said, he's stabbing it and like trying to cut its head off.
Yeah, there you go. That.
How long passes before he's done? Before we have to pull him off a mutilated gene stealer?
That is up to the player character.
He's gonna stand there for about 2 minutes, like raging, maybe a little bit of crying, until like the head has come off. Effectively, is what he's gonna keep doing it till.
I'm not gonna stop you. Take as long as you want.
Yep.
about a minute into this 2-minute him freaking out, stabbing a Gene Stealer corpse and whatever else goes on and crying and belly aching, you hear an emergency alarm start going off from inside the room, and that diagnostic panel right here for engine 2 starts blinking.
Oh, fuck. Alright. Tech use test?
No, you can just read it.
Can we go now?
The panel is reporting that a toxic fume is now pouring out, and that you need to shut off the emergency gas valve to engine 2. Something critically wrong with engine 2 has gone. The gas valve, if you look at the diagnostic on it, if you're like, oh shit, where is it? And you like press around and you pull up the engine diagnostic, the gas valve is like right here.
Oh, right in the back of the room?
Yes, there are 2 gas valves. One is here and the other one is like here. Okay. They're right next to each other. One cuts off the like toxic gas fuel mixture for engine 1, one shuts it off for engine 2.
Alright. Well, I should probably cut both those off. Do I still have my gas mask on? Yeah, I think I do. Do I have to go manually inside and cut it off?
Well, if you get attacked, I ain't shooting to there. I don't know what's coming out of that thing. I don't want to blow us up again. Well, blow you up.
Steady? Fuck you.
You killed the guy! I'm just saying!
On accident.
Cole's like looking on, he's next to you now, he's like looking on at horror at this.
Potato,
laughing at a dead man.
It's just, Cole, you keep doing what you gotta do.
Yeah, just take out all of your rage on every dead Gene Stealer body.
At this point, he's more panicking about the flashing red buttons.
Just let our tech-savvy friend here deal with that. If he doesn't come back out in like 3 minutes, I'm going back to the commander. You got 3 minutes to walk across that room.
Alright, well. Okay, I go inside, try to disable the gas lines.
You turn the valve and it shuts off.
Cool. I come walking back out, flip off Rossetti.
I'll remember that next time I got a needle in my hand, buddy. I'll make sure to miss the artery, though.
Okay.
I'll take the gas mask off now, and I'll just give him a smile. And I'll light a glow stick. Just because.
All right. Jimmy, you look at that panel, it reports that the gas has been shut off. Would you like to activate the emergency ventilation system? Yes or no?
Yes.
You press yes, and some fans inside that room turn on and suck all the remaining toxic fumes out, and the room is now enterable again without a gas mask.
I hope all that gas in there killed whatever in the vents.
I'm pretty sure anything that was near that room that wasn't us is probably dead. Probably sent a fireball up into that vent.
One can hope.
The vent is mangled beyond like use and is like imploded on itself. Technically, from a first glance, that you could not get in the vent or out of the vent.
Well, at least they have one less point of access.
Like Cole's like very vigorously nodding his head now as he takes his gas mask off. Like,
Siegfried's gonna be very disappointed in this. Let's get back to the commander so he can yell at us. Because I mean, it's the commander. All commanders are dickheads like that.
Cole looks a little shocked. Cole looks shocked at you hearing him say this.
Would all 3 players please roll me a logic test, I believe is what it is. Yeah, logic test. Okay.
The fuck is logic?
Does Jimmy get the feeling that he's going to get shot soon?
RSA.
Oh, nice target there, Boomer.
I'm not trained in it.
Okay,
you went with the -20, almost got it.
Rossetti, you are utterly, you're like, yeah, like the best idea at this exact moment is to just go right back to the commander. Cole is pretty convinced that, like, when he says this, like, he's like, yeah. Jimmy, on the other hand, is just like, we should probably see if we can find anything on Frank's body. Or what is left of Frank that is now splattered all over the fucking wall.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start heading back.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave the poor
Very
guy there.
full on, between staying in this room of personal horror and leaving Jimmy or following Rossetti. It's quite tough.
Yeah. Cole,
Looking back and forth, like,
go with
rubber banding
Rossetti.
a little bit. It looks to you like, sure. He's gonna just follow after Rossetti and try and run to catch up a little bit, like a light jog.
Yeah, Rossetti's not walking very fast. It's kind of like that light stroll that you take. Like, I don't want to go, but I'm going.
It's like, oh hey, look at the size of my balls.
My balls are pretty big.
That's what she didn't say.
Well, I haven't slept with no gene stealers, and I haven't seen no females. So unless you know something about these gene stealers, then you should probably let me know.
If I knew, I'd let you know.
Or are you talking about Siegfried?
I don't know. You two seem rather chummy.
Eh. Well, medic ain't chummy.
We'll start to develop a bit of a thousand
All
yards there.
Do I find anything on Frank's body, or what was left of Frank's body?
How much time would you like to spend sifting through the splattered remains all over the wall?
I'll spend about 2 minutes.
Okay, you can take a awareness check at +2. Oh.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
All right.
My lord.
You manage to. Let me check his stuff. You manage to find his flak armor, but his flak armor is like completely beyond salvageability. It is like completely blown to bits. You could find like scraps and pieces of it, but I mean, I would say that if you wanted to try to salvage it, you could probably salvage like a few pieces of like Kevlar cloth from it, but that's about all you could do.
Huh. Anything else?
You find one lasgun charge pack.
Okay.
That is at 50% charge.
Okay.
You find an M36 lasgun that is now damaged. If you want to take that, and you can find a knife. You also find a piece of paper.
I'm definitely taking the piece of paper. What's on the piece of paper?
Would you like to open the piece of paper?
I would like to open the piece of paper.
You open up the piece of paper, and it is, well, it's covered in like blood. Pretty much soaked through. There's like spots that where like blood hasn't soaked through, but like it's pretty much just completely soaked through. It is a letter to his wife and children.
Somebody's been watching Saving Private Ryan.
You're gonna have to live with that one, buddy.
Jimmy, would you please roll me a toughness test?
Fuck! Any modifiers?
At -15.
Son of a Protestant whore!
Right in the feels.
I don't think Protestant is a thing anymore.
If you're Irish.
Italian. Is there a Protestant for God Emperorhood?
I don't know. All I know is I probably just got like 5 more points of insanity.
You take another 2 points in insanity, as you have just like it just hits you that like your incompetence as a technician just literally blew up this dude, and now he could have survived this entire catastrophic event. You guys were doing pretty good. You got to know Frank a little bit, and like the day and a half, you got that like survivors kind of bond going on. And that you are completely responsible for blowing Frank all over this wall. And now not even his body could be returned to his wife and children for like an imperial burial.
Maybe the head.
No.
You
You could like scrape off his face skin off the wall if you wanted to like package that up in an envelope and send it off, but
I have one question. Can I find Jimmy's dog? I mean, Frank's dog tags.
Yes, you can find you can find Frank's dog tags.
I'm gonna take his dog tags and I'm gonna keep them on me with the letter. And
Okay.
when we get out of this, delivering them to his wife and kids.
Okay.
Myself.
That might not be possible, but okay.
I don't give a fuck. I'll figure out some way.
Little conversation. I blew your dad up.
Yeah, basically.
He's gonna have like this 3-year-old child, and it's like, Daddy? And you're like, no.
Did you know my daddy, Jimmy? Yeah, he was a great guy.
How much do the dog tags and the letter weigh?
The letter doesn't weigh shit. Dog tags weigh like 0.025, I think I said. No, one sec. Let me look at the gun safe. Dog tags weigh 0.1 each.
0.1 each, okay.
Yeah, 0.1 kilograms each.
I'm just putting those on the same line in my gear, so I'm just 0.1. Sorry, 0.1. Okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna go back to Rossetti. And
Siegfried, by the way, relays over the combi. There we go. I think that is what they call it. I don't know. Microbeat. What the hell was that explosion? Is everyone okay? All 3 player characters would be able to hear his question.
Well, I wasn't part of the original team, so would my combi be?
They give you the comm signal when they met you.
Ah, good. Okay, yeah.
Siegfried, I'm sorry. I killed Frank.
He questions you why, what the hell happened, and how did you manage to do that?
Yeah, Siegfried, just shut up. Just leave it alone for right now. Give the guy at least like 20 minutes before you interrogate him.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, we'll be talking to the commander.
Siegfried continues to. God damn it, Siegfried.
For a stroll, they told me.
Siegfried gives you a lecture about how incompetent that was, and you kind of like switch off your comm bead.
Yeah, I shut mine off the moment he started to talk about it. Like I don't care.
Okay, so you go to the commander. Who's pressing the button?
I'll assume it's been me. It'll be me since I've done it every other time.
Okay, you press the button, and Commander, as soon as you hit the button, Commander Dunkirk starts like, "What in the Sam hell, X swear word, blah blah happened? I'm getting readings that Engine Room 2 has exploded."
That's probably because it has exploded. That would be an accurate description. It is very much fire and pain in that room.
How the hell did you manage that? You incompetent idiots, blah blah blah. As he just kind of goes off in an Imperial rant about how you destroyed Imperial property and you failed your duty as a guardsman by, in this dire moment by making the situation worse and.
Yeah, Commander buddy.
This hit Paul quite hard. And
okay.
He's back in the corner again, starting to shake.
Me, as I'm losing my mind over here, I'm gonna walk over there, push Rossetti out of the way, and
I'm gonna resist. He's not pushing me out of the way.
Okay. This will be an opposed strength test.
So roll strength.
Roll strength. You are trying to beat Rossetti's strength roll. Okay, no, Rossetti completely resists you. You try and push him out of the way, and Rossetti pushes you back, and you're like, oh god, you hold on to the wound at your chest, and you stumble back.
Yeah, Commander buddy, will you fucking stop? Stop being an asshole. Just stop. Yeah, about that.
Listen up, you general cocksucking fuck.
I'm turning off the intercom at that. Can you do me a favor?
Jimmy stops his shaking for a bit to look in shock at that comment.
Yeah, can you do me a favor for 5 minutes? I mean, it's not very hard talking to a commander that's an asshole. It's gonna be even harder talking to a commander that's an asshole if you start calling them names. I got this.
Asshole might as well just court-martial me now.
He might end up doing that.
You hear over the intercom, Commander Ducar go, Is there a commissar out there?
If there was, he would probably be dead right now. Just, give me a moment. I'm gonna shut off the intercom again after I tell him that. Look, Jimmy, I'm gonna take the hit for this one. Just shut your fucking mouth. Just stop fucking talking. You're making things worse.
I make no promises.
You say something, I'm gonna fuck up one of those stitches.
Let's see you try, bitch.
Don't test me. And I'll give it a moment. I'll make eye contact with Jimmy, and I'll hit the intercom. Yeah, sorry about that. One of our friends just exploded because of my incompetence. Sorry about that. I try to help our technician. It surprisingly, I would say a medic's hands is not as good as an engineer's hands. That's my bad.
A minute passes, and then he finally says, like, I see. I will have to note this in the documentation if we get out of this alive, that your incompetence has caused the death of one of your comrades and has destroyed an Imperial warp ship, transport ships, whatever ships, one of the main engines, and you were not authorized to work on this equipment. And you hear him, like, tapping in the background.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, seeing how I'm a medic, not an engineer. Yeah, it's a little stressful out here. If you could give me a break for a little bit, that'd be great. We're kind of having to do everything with the constant threat of weird monsters trying to stab us in the back. It's a little stressful. So you can give me a lecture later when you're not locked up in a room. But is there anything else you need us to do, or can we like go lay down and try to sleep in some cold corner? Because it's been a while.
An Imperial guardsman never sleeps when danger's afoot. And he gives...
Have you slept in there?
He does not reply to that comment, as he kind of ignores it, brushes it off, and just continues talking. An Imperial guardsman never sleeps when there's danger at foot. I need you to serve the Imperium with all of your might. I will give you the command code for engine room number 4. I need you to go inspect it. According to my diagnostics, it is fully operational, but we can't allow any of those Xenos to damper our means of trying to re-enter Imperial territory to save whatever remains of the Imperial transport ship remain. We can then have, the Space Marines or the X squad that, whatever the hell he mentions of other Imperial forces, to come in and purge the Xenos from the ship so that it can be put back into service after repairs. And he gives you the code for bulkhead number 4. Red bulkhead number 4.
Yeah, we're gonna need that if you want us to get in there. Thank you for that one. Yeah, best I can say is when we come back, there might be a lot of blood. You won't see it, but I'm gonna give you a little visual descriptor. There's a lot of blood out here. Like, if you had a bath in there, the bath would be full of blood.
I am quite aware of that, guardsman. I have means of seeing outside of this room.
Oh, great. Yeah, you can see us. Is the camera in the top left? I need to know where to salute so that I don't seem like quite the douchebag.
You hear the intercom click off.
I'll click my side off. I was like,
The bulkhead to the command room starts opening.
Ah, shit. Is he actually gonna come out? I'd be surprised if he did.
The bulkhead stops about 2 inches off the ground.
Yeah, I was expecting that one right there.
A metallic object is slid under the bulkhead, and then the bulkhead proceeds to close again.
I'll pick it up, since Jimmy is very angry right now. I don't want him breaking it.
Would you please make me a Medicaid test?
This is where I stab myself in the hand with a syringe. Not a syringe, a scalpel. Ah, shit. It's not what I thought it was at all. He threw a knife at me. Any modifiers?
Base.
Base.
You make this out to be a suture kit.
Hey, fucking rad.
It will give you. I think it's in the book. I don't remember exactly what it is offhand, but I'm pretty sure it's plus 30 to any test to stop bleeding.
How much does it weigh?
It will weigh 1.5 kilograms.
Fuck me.
It has 5 uses worth of thread and needles. That is at least sanitary. You could stretch it to use more, but then you would be risking giving the person infections. You hear the intercom click on again. I have provided you with some medical assistance to help keep you in the fight. Serve the Emperor well and use it as you see fit. And you hear the intercom click off.
What else has this motherfucker got in there? Jesus. They only gave me a med kit. This guy's got a suture kit in there. I'm not gonna tell you how many times I've needed one of these. Oh, what the fuck?
Technically, your med kit does count as a suture kit, but a suture kit is by itself is just way better than a med kit in terms of only stopping bleeding. That's all the suture kit's good at.
That's what I'm talking about. Is like stopping blood. This would have been a godsend in many other situations.
I'm just overbrooding in the corner.
Jesus fucking
I'm still
Christ.
shaking.
I'm assuming my character had the least connection to Frank throughout this, because I was opposing bringing him along most of the time anyway, so.
I'd imagine I would, because I met him 2 minutes ago.
Yes, both Cole and Rossetti. I mean, Rossetti, you did learn about Cole, but it is up to your players' actions that kind of describe why you don't care as much as Jimmy, because you were, yes, completely opposed to. You're basically just like, leave the fucker. I don't give a shit. Half the time.
That's one less person.
Yeah, I did pull a claw out of his fucking neck or some shit.
Yeah, you saved his life doing a medic's duty, but you didn't really care about his life.
Yeah. You kind of stopped caring after, like, number 95.
Anyway, what would the player characters like to do? This whole ordeal has taken about an hour and a half so far.
I think it's time for us to rest.
Yeah, I ain't gonna stop you. We can sit down for a little bit.
I'm gonna go back by Siegfried, and actually, I think that's a bad idea, but whatever.
Would the 3-player characters roll me a logic test?
Any modifiers?
Base.
I still suffer the -20 for not being trained in logic.
Alright, Rossetti and Cole are just like, yeah, let's go back to that room, and Michael kind of like, or Jimmy kind of like stops for a minute, and he's like, huh. And he points out to the group that, you know, that safe room still has an exposed vent in it. We've just been taking shifts guarding it, but now engine room number 2 has that, the vent has imploded, and there's only one entrance into that, which is the bulkhead to engine room 2 that we could close. So technically, it would be a better defensible position for us to, like, try to rest and sleep in.
Eh.
I mean, Frank's body is painted all over the fucking wall, but it is the current safest spot that, like, we've encountered.
In the room, right, like the one with the control panels, is there any ventilation in there?
You can assume that there is at least one ventilation vent in every room on the entire ship, unless I say otherwise.
Okay. If you guys want to go there, we can work on cleaning up Frank's body in shifts.
If the player, keep in mind that there is a locker in that room too. So you could technically transfer everything from the gun safe into that locker.
That locker would smell quite a bit. I was in there for 5 days.
Well, we get off this.
Shit somewhere.
Yeah, I'll do the cleaning. You two just go to sleep or some shit. Oh wow, I got it. I'm used to the blood stuff at this point.
Rossetti, how long would you like to spend trying to clean up Frank's body parts and dragging the Xenos out and cleaning up the fecal matter and whatever the hell else is inside that locker.
If they're gonna go to sleep, they're gonna be asleep for a few hours, so I'll give it an hour and a half, 2 hours max.
Okay, you can in 2 hours you can either completely like clean out the locker to the point where like you're willing to put stuff in it, or you can get rid of about 80% of Frank's splattered remains on the wall.
I'll do the Frank thing because we can just like put stuff in this room and lock it up.
Okay, you clean up most of Frank's remains and stuff. The 20% is kind of just like in this corner where his body is, and you kind of like just throw a bunch of what's left of his body in that pile, like anything that you can pretty much find. Unless you are not willing to keep it and you would like to get it out of this room.
Rossetti doesn't really care what happens to it, so he'll just throw it in the corner.
Okay.
For now.
Alright. I'm assuming you drag the Xenos body out. I would just move it over here.
Yeah.
Okay. I will move Siegfried over here.
I should probably move Rossetti over here.
Alright. The player characters sleep for how long? Other than Rossetti.
Paul is out like a light. He hasn't slept very well in that locker. He's been up for a few days, so he just straight in that corner as soon as he feels safe.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to pass out for an hour, but
just FYI, this is the room that is safe, not the room above you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to sleep for an hour up against this wall here in the corner, but I started having fucking nightmares and shit about Frank and his family.
Just a note, I do have light sleeper, so even though I'm asleep, I still count as awake.
Yep. Okay, so the player characters could count as more or less sleeping for about an hour, if that's all you're willing to sleep.
Paul's gonna sleep until somebody kicks him and wakes him up.
Okay, so Jimmy, you wake up in about an hour. Siegfried and Cole are still sleeping. And Rossetti is basically using a rag to wipe the blood and remains of Frank off the wall. Like by the time you wake up, he's still working on it.
Okay. I am going to walk out of the room because I kind of don't want to look at that, and I'm gonna start just kind of working on cleaning up my armor and shit for a little bit.
Okay, so you are going to spend about an hour working on your armor.
Yep.
Rossetti, do you want to continue working on Frank's remains?
If he's waking up, then I'll take a nap.
Okay, so Rossetti, you're going to take a nap. An hour passes. Jimmy is now done with his armor. Jimmy, I'm assuming, would re-enter the room. Rossetti is sleeping, Siegfried is sleeping, and Cole is sleeping.
Alright, well, I'll take this shift, I guess. I kind of just like pull out the Frank's dog tags and pull out the letter and keep reading it.
Okay.
That's the biggest fucking mistake you can do.
Oh, I know, but after 5 points of insanity, dude, like, yeah, this is happening.
How long would you like to be on guard before you attempt to wake up someone else? 2 hours have already passed.
2 hours have already passed. I'll wait another hour before I try to wake up Siegfried.
Okay, an hour passes. Nothing much happens. The bulkhead is closed, you don't hear much, and then the vents imploded.
Oh.
Alright, so you wake up Siegfried. Siegfried takes watch, and this goes in a circle. All player characters can just be considered taking about a 5-hour rest. Player characters will get up and they will eat a ration, so please mark on your character sheet that you have eaten another day's worth of rations.
How many rations have we gone through now?
About 2 days.
2 days worth of rations. Okay.
For us, I don't know about you.
Cole's gone through about 6 days of rations now.
Okay. Jimmy, you can regenerate your toughness bonus and wounds back naturally from the rest.
Okay. What about my influence?
What about your influence?
Because that was still a 13. I just saw that I had the notes there. Influence is 37 and toughness is 30. Those were lower. I can't. Oh yeah, so I almost died.
Sorry, one more time.
So should I just for my like the toughness and my influence, should I just change those back to what they were before? I
Your
took those.
your toughness is already 30.
Okay.
And your influence your base influence is 37. It is 13. I do not remember offhand why you took that influence damage. Do you?
Not especially.
Okay. For future reference, please note that I can't memorize everything that happens to all the characters.
Yeah.
Was it a injury affecting his face or something?
No, I don't remember what affected the influence. You can regenerate D10 of your influence back.
D10.
Up to the maximum of its, base value, which is 37. So roll a D10, and that's how much influence you can get back. Okay, you can get 1 influence back, and then you can get your toughness bonus back in wounds, which would be 3, because your toughness is 30. Okay, Rossetti, you can attempt to perform normal Medicae on Jimmy, if you'd like. Enough time has passed, it is considered, technically the next day.
You want me to try to patch you up again?
Yeah, just don't kill me. I need to return these dog tags and letter to his family.
If I kill you, I'll make sure to do it quick, but I don't plan on it.
Well, if you kill me,
I
take these back with you.
Rossetti, you also generate your toughness bonus and wounds back naturally.
Alright, plus 1 of these doesn't make it. Not bleeding, so I want to just do it sure. I'm also gonna. Yeah, no, fuck it. There we go.
Cole, what is your insanity level, by the way?
I don't think I've taken any.
Make your starting insanity 2, by the way.
Okay, as soon as I find where insanity is marked.
You get 12 wounds back.
Cool. Which means, oh shit, I'm back fully healed.
Yeah, because I got 8 degrees of success plus my intelligence bonus.
Sorry, where is insanity marked down?
It's under advancement, and it's at the bottom.
Ah, so it is. Thank you.
My wounds. I am back at full health too.
From your natural regeneration, or are you performing Medicae on yourself?
No, from natural regeneration.
Okay. Alright. It is, the next day, more or less. What would the player characters like to do? You are now convinced that this room is a secure room. I will outline it in a color for you, just to emphasize. What color would you like a safe room to be?
Green?
Okay, we will go with green. Whoops, I did not mean to do that.
By the way, Jimmy, by the end of this adventure, you might basically be a mechanicus with how many staples I'm putting into you.
Okay.
Okay. That room is considered to be a safe room. You could be in that room as long as the bulkhead is closed, and the alien should not be able to get into that room.
Alright. Let's go deal with that engine.
We have to leave this room?
Jimmy will point out, based on his logic roll, that since this is a safe room, it may be a good idea to transfer the equipment from the gun safe in the unsafe room into the safe room. If you guys plan, if you guys plan on using this as kind of like an HQ room.
I thought we would have done that while we came in originally. Yeah, no. We'll do that real quick.
Okay, it would take, if all player characters assist with doing it, it would take about 25 minutes.
All assist, these are the back of the group, saying, "You sure we don't want to go? Come on, we can just stay in that room, it's nice and safe."
Yeah, alright. Well, let's go get all this stuff.
For an Imperial Guard, you're quite the pussy.
Okay, are all player characters in agreement that they will spend 20...
Yeah.
Okay. You spend 25 minutes. Cole. As
Yes.
as they open up the gun safe, you see that there is a flamer inside the gun safe.
Ooh. That would definitely help him sleep at night.
Burn, motherfucker, burn!
What, just regular flamer?
It is just a regular flamer with 1 tank of fuel attached to it. If you pick it up and shake it, you could probably take a guess that there is about 3 out of the 6 shots in that flame tank left. There is also a knife and a entire fucking pile of blood-covered, blood-stained and alien blood-stained dog tags. Some of them aren't, but, you know, a majority of them are.
The flamer? Who's just the flamer?
Yeah, we found that in this fucking gun safe. It's some dead guys. You can have it.
Yep, all yours.
All wondering why nobody was using it, but okay. Takes it.
It's because I'm a medic and he's an engineer, and Siegfried he's a rifle kind of guy.
He's
I
not
mean,
gonna bug you.
I mean, I can burn a wound close, but flamers ain't too helpful for a medic. Hell, I don't even think I could carry it, to tell you the truth.
Is it just a regular flamer?
It is just a regular flamer.
Okay.
If you would like to carry it, it will be... 1 second, I gotta look it up. It will be 6 kilograms of weight. It is on page 176, or if you're using the book, 175.
Okay. I'll add that to my weapons list now. I'm also going to drop off my can of heavy stubber ammo in the safe. No need to look that around.
In the locker? This is not a safe, it is a locker.
Yeah,
There is a significant difference between the safe and the locker.
Wherever we're keeping our guns in the safe room.
Okay. Currently you are storing it in that locker. You could attempt to drag the gun safe into this room, but it would be extremely difficult.
Yeah, fuck it. I don't give a shit about it anymore.
Okay. You are going to put your heavy stubber ammunition inside that locker. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. You do not have to put it in your inventory anymore. I will just put it in the locker so you can remove it from your inventory.
Just got it marked as stored and taken the weight away.
What was the weight of it?
11.25 kilograms.
Holy
That's
fuck.
heavy. Yeah, the stub is 30 kilograms.
Okay. You can do that. I have noted that there is 1 box of heavy stubber ammo in that safe. Or I mean in that locker now. Okay. Okay, that took about 25 minutes to do. It was transferring everything. Cole, are you carrying the flamer?
He is. He's like sort of doing maintenance, not maintenance on it. He's like checking it over, making sure the pilot light is lit. He's checking the canisters connected properly.
It is a fully operational flamer.
Yeah, but he's just doing those basic checks, saying a few prayers to the machine spirit to appease it.
You gonna name it?
Not yet. Maybe later. Once he's maybe later.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I find naming the guns a little bit safer than having to mutter to them every now and then. Makes them happy or something. Something, I don't know.
Jimmy, are you putting that Frank's knife inside the locker? Or are you carrying multiple knives now?
I wasn't planning on taking his knife.
Okay, so there's just a knife on the floor by the pile of remains of Jimmy.
I mean, we could put it in there.
Well, I would like to know if you do. Are you or are you not? There is already a knife in the safe or in the locker.
Yeah, we'll put the other knife in there too, because I want to have a random ass knife sitting there.
Okay, there is now 2 knives in the locker. Okay, what would the player characters like to do?
I guess we should get on that other engine.
Paul looks much happier now. He's got something bigger than a pistol.
Siegfried has said he will stay here and guard the room. to make sure no one comes in and just steals everything from the locker, since it's not lockable. And that this is while the room is secure, any Joe Schmo guardsman could open up the bulkhead door.
Yeah, that works. If you hear another explosion, just assume we're dead. Rossetti's gonna smile at that as he's joking.
Cole looks a little pale. We're gonna die?
You're gonna learn real quick. I'm a bit of a shit talker. Yeah, I'm not serious about the dying bit.
He looks relieved. Oh, okay. And he goes back to making sure the flame is operational, and he's putting some sacred oil on it.
Well,
I'm just gonna take point.
Gonna die. Yeah, I'm gonna start heading for engine room 4.
Where is red bulkhead 4?
Down here to the right.
Would one of the player characters quickly tell me what a knife weighs?
I think it's like 1.
A knife weighs
1. 1.
1, yeah, 1. Cole's actually going to take point this time with the flame already.
Big man.
Well, he doesn't want to burn his.
Jimmy just kind of like silently walks past Cole.
Yeah, Cole's like stopping at every junction, like checking it, leaning
I'm
out.
I'm just walking.
He just walked right past me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay behind Cole and let him feel good about himself.
Just so the player characters know, the locker will have a 50 kilogram maximum storage capacity. It is currently at 15.05 of its 50 kilogram capacity.
On the way by the way, I'm gonna kick this gene stealer because it's the one that grabbed me like first session.
Okay. You kick that gene stealer and it just kind of doesn't do anything because it's a corpse.
It gets up.
Maybe some blood kind of like spurts out of the bullet hole in it.
Yeah, that's what grabbed me, you dickhead.
Okay, you find Bulkhead 4. And you make it all the way there with little incident.
Cole arrives a little later because, like I said, he's checking every junction, like doing proper commando-style room clearing.
Would the 3 player characters make me a logic test?
You're doing your fucking logic test, man.
I am at this. I'm doing this at -20, aren't I? Because I'm not. I've got a tick in it.
All of a sudden, I'm the most logical but unaware person ever.
Oh, okay. Both Rossetti and
Nope.
Jimmy think, okay, first off, we should probably be really cautious when we open up this bulkhead and probably go on Overwatch. And second, now that we have a secure room, it might be a good idea to take the parts out of the footlocker in the mechanical room.
True.
So that you have everything that you can loot in one central location.
Okay. Where did I leave all that crap?
In the broom closet, basically. I think it would be this one. So that's the only mechanical like broom closet that I think we've gotten into.
Trying to remember where the fuck. Oh, 2. Okay, orange 2. Got it.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
At least I think.
Is that where we left?
Cole's getting ready to breach door number 4. Red 4.
Okay. Okay. So you're just like.
Actually, he's not actually going to do it. He's just like stacking up by the door. He's got the flamer pointing, ready to shoot through when it opens. But he's not actually touching anything yet.
Okay. What is Rossetti doing?
Rossetti's gonna be the one to open it. He's gonna have his pistol ready.
Okay, then what is Jimmy doing?
I am just okay. So I'm gonna be standing back, but like center wise. So we got 2 on the side, and I'm just gonna sit back here with my auto gun.
Okay. So you punch in the code, and the door starts opening up. Would all 3 player characters make me an awareness check as this door starts opening at -10?
Ah, fucking.
Okay, Rossetti kind of, I mean, like the bulkhead door opening up is pretty loud. You know, not only do you have the like, but you also have the like whoop 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 as this like massive bulkhead door starts opening up and the red lights going off and flashing and spinning in circles and stereotypical giant military bulkhead door kind of crap goes on. You you're making a pretty educated guess, but over all that noise, you don't necessarily hear anything on the inside of the room. Okay, the bulkhead swings open, and you see that.
Well, Flamer Man, you wanted to take point earlier. Take point.
Paul looks a bit, doesn't look quite as brave now, but he nods and he steps through to there with his flamer held ready.
Okay, you step into the room and nothing happens.
He like turns back to them and like gives them like a signal to carry on, clear.
You
and
see,
carry on moving.
you do. There is a vent in the roof, as there is with every other room in this place, but it is not open though. Like the ventilation, grate covering it has not been like pushed off.
Do any of us see this little crate thing over here?
Yes, there is a footlocker there.
I'm gonna go for it.
Go for it.
Okay. You open up that footlocker. Inside there is poor quality flak armor, an autogun with no magazine, and an assortment of random gun parts.
Yeah, there ain't shit important in here, just a shitty ass autogun, terrible fucking flak armor, and screws and shit. I don't know. Gun
Take
parts.
screws. Might need them.
Yeah, I'll pocket them. How much do they weigh?
If you are picking up the random gun parts, it will weigh 1.25 kilograms. Are you?
Well, I'm just gonna tell you this right now, guys. I can't pick up anything else.
Done.
I'm literally at max weight carry capacity right now.
Okay. There is now only poor flak armor and an autogun inside that crate.
I'm gonna close the crate. I don't give a shit about it anymore.
Okay, you close the crate. The player characters are now aware that there's flak armor and an autogun inside that crate. Alright, what would the player characters like to do?
I'm going to try to...
Around that corner.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Would both player characters that are trying to peek around the corner make me a stealth check? If you're trying to do it stealthily, or you can just go around the corner.
I'm trying to do stealthily.
He's trying to.
Okay,
come on. Oh.
No, you passed.
Oh. I'm like, oh, come on, wait.
Alright,
do I need to add this minus 20, or will it automatically do that because I don't have it taken?
It does it automatically.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been taking too much weight for my logic rolls. Oh.
You also passed. You both peek in there, and you see jack shit.
Okay.
And there's another vent as well.
The vent is not opened.
Well, I'm going to move in, start trying to see if I can figure out what's going on with the engines here.
Would you make
vent in this room?
Would you make me a tech use test at plus 20 because you are using the diagnostic panel on the engine? Plural. Just make me two. The first one will be the left one, the second one will be the right one. The left engine appears to be okay. The right engine is also okay.
Alright, well, I'm going to move back, and I'm going to turn these on.
You look at the panels, and they
You
are...
want to stand in that room? There we go.
You look at the panel, and both engines report that they are primed and ready to, ignite.
Igniting coal. Stand away from the doorway, just in case.
You could close the bulkhead. There is a bulkhead right here.
Oh, okay, then we close that bulkhead.
Okay, you close that bulkhead. And you start up the left engine, no problem.
Okay. Right engine.
You ignite the right engine, no problem.
Okay. Let's head back.
As you start walking away, the left panel starts blinking, though.
Can I tell what's wrong with it from this panel?
A message is on the screen. It's kind of a jumbled bit of information. You're not quite exactly sure how to read it. Please make me a tech use test. You will get a plus 10. You're not exactly sure how to read that. You're just like the engines both report that they're functioning, but I don't know what's up with this message. It's something about readouts, no connectivity. I don't know.
I want to try to take a look at this just to see if I can.
Okay, you can roll me a tech use. You
Okay.
can take me a tech use test and another plus 10.
Can I get an additional plus 10 because my character would be used to looking at a bunch of medical reports that are scrambled and shit?
If you make me a logic test and succeed, I will allow you to get a plus 10 on the test.
Alright. I gotta try to squeeze out as many pluses for this because I'm at a negative 20 because I don't have it. Damn it.
No, you cannot. You look at this and you're like, man, this is completely written differently than medical records.
Not really surprised. And no, I don't want to do a Medicaid test. Sadly.
Yeah, I don't think trying to stab the monitor with a needle is going to fix anything.
You'd be surprised.
Okay, you...
What?
Yeah.
What?
Do you have a tick in tech use?
Not at all.
What?
How do you have 37 then?
I have a 47 in intelligence. So without the tick, it's minus 20 plus that 10.
Okay, yeah, alright. Alright, you look at this panel and then you look at Jimmy and you smack him on the back of the head and you're like, it says that it can't communicate with the command room, you idiot.
Oh. Fuck.
Cole looks quite shocked
Alright.
that he was able to understand that.
What? Cole, if you can't notice, I'm not having the best of it.
He
Yes.
shrugs and then carries on pointing the flamer at the vent.
Some people just ain't so used to looking at a lot of fucking words that mean jack shit. You get
Rossetti,
used to it.
whatever. I'm gonna try to repair the connection to the.
Alright, you hit the connection diagnostic button and it tells you that there's like some network errors and shit and that like, would you like to try to automatically correct them?
Yes.
You hit yes, it goes bleep bloop bloop doop beep doot, and then it says it connected to the command room.
Okay. I'm gonna start walking back now.
I'm gonna walk with Jimmy, but I've now got this strut like, yeah, I'm fucking better than you. What of it?
Are
That kind of snarky asshole stride.
are any of the player characters, based on the previous logic rolls, taking any of the equipment with them since they are now walking up toward that room?
Yeah, no, fuck that shit.
Okay. Player characters leave
Cole
the...
can't see a reason, there's no ammo.
Okay.
We're slightly behind everybody because again he's like doing his little commando thing at every junction, checking all the corners.
Alright. Jukar is there, I guess. Who's hitting the button?
I am, again.
Okay, you hit the button.
Assume it's me unless someone else interjects before I can.
I'm just gonna lean up against the wall with my arms crossed.
Yeah, so, we didn't explode. That's the good news.
Cole,
The,
just FYI, hold on. Cole, you have walked past and you have seen that there is a heavy bolter in that corner, by the way, like 3 times now.
I was just assumed they'd already like salvaged it because nobody mentioned anything. He's gonna go check out the heavy bolter.
Okay. Go ahead, Rossetti. We will deal with Cole afterward.
Yeah, good news. We didn't explode. Bad news. We had connection issues between you and the generator.
Engine
Good
room.
news, fixed that. Yeah, my bad. Engine room. Good news, we fixed that, and it should be online.
You hear some typing in the background, and Commander Dukar confirms that the engine room number 4? Yeah, engine room number 4 is now responding that it is operational. He congratulates you on your successful objective, and gives you an Imperial Guard kind of congratulatory speech that you have served the Emperor well and that your actions will not be forgotten.
Yeah. What's the next objective?
He seems kind of perturbed that you have interrupted him, and he says, "When an officer is speaking, you do not interrupt. Have you not?"
That's normally the case when there ain't Xenos running around. I'm sorry, commanding officer, but you gotta understand the kind of situation we're in. On the battlefield, you don't really just start dancing when you're happy. You kind of just shoot things and then dance later, kind of thing. You don't sauce a pizza before it's done.
Italian.
Jukar has nothing to really say at the pizza analogy, and he's just like that. And he just kind of stays silent for like 5 seconds. He's like, "Okay, anyway,
Pizza analogies, boys."
He gives you some information about blah blah. If this level is secured, he has failing to communicate with the other levels. He wants you to go to either, it is the player character's choice, the storage level to inspect the other engines, or to go up to the bridge to get the ship's sensors operational again, so that he can tell where the hell they are.
Yeah, I think getting engines up is kind of pointless if we don't know where the fuck we are. It's better we don't go driving into a planet or something, so let's go for the sensors, boys.
Good idea.
Yeah, Cole agrees.
Okay, he will give you... he will give you the codes for any of the elevators on this level of your choice. It does not matter.
All of them.
All of them. Either 3 or 6 is my vote.
Okay. You have one player character going 3 or 6. What would the other player characters like?
3 is closest.
Yeah, 3.
Okay, the player characters will be given the code to unlock the bulkhead for elevator number 3.
Can you tell in there if it's actually still functional? Just to make sure we don't have to do any more risky tech work on an elevator while we're in it.
Commander Dukar cannot confirm nor deny that the elevator is operational. The sensors do not seem to be working.
Oh, that's good, that's good.
Is there a staircase?
There is not a staircase, unfortunately. There are, like, ventilation shaft emergency access panels and stuff that you could take to get between the levels, but, you know.
Yeah.
Gene Stealers.
Gene Stealers.
Yeah, so Commander, don't die on us while we're in the bridge. And if you do, at least die with the door open so we can get in there.
An Imperial officer never dies. They live on forever in the glory of the Emperor and blah, blah, blah. And then he cuts off the command line, and after he tells you to get moving and do your job.
This guy doesn't understand the pizza analogy.
You never had a good pizza before.
This guy doesn't understand. It's you do the bread, then the fucking the tomato sauce, and then the cheese. You don't do the sauce before the bread. Oh fucking god damn it! Let's go.
All right, Cole.
Hello.
You look at this heavy bolter.
He is very excited looking at this bolter.
You can quite clearly see that it is damaged. You're not exactly sure to the extent of the damage.
His smile fades a little bit.
It does have 15 bullets in the belt left, though, still sticking out of the gun.
Hmm. Is it like set up on a tripod? Is it wheeled like?
This one is wheeled.
Okay. Is the guardsman still dead behind it?
Yes, there is like 3 dead guardsmen nearby.
Did he check the guardsmen and see if any of them were carrying like an extra belt?
They are carrying nothing. They have already been looted.
Okay. So he's gonna drag the heavy bolter into the safe room.
It will require 2 people to move.
He's gonna shout somebody over.
Okay, Jimmy or Rossetti, which one of you would like to respond to Cole's shouting in the distance? Since you two are not in that room canal, all you hear is Rossetti or Cole shouting.
I'll go check on him.
Okay, you go around the corner and you see Cole shouting.
What?
It's a heavy bolter, a machine gun. With it, we could kill many beasts of this. Many kill the Xenos.
Jimmy, you will recall that previously you did try to attempt a tech use test and failed to diagnose how badly damaged it was. All that you are aware of is that it is damaged.
You do realize this thing is damaged, correct, Cole?
The action isn't working right on it, but I think I can get it working again. I've seen many versions like these back on Cadia.
Have you ever used one of these?
Of course I have.
Okay.
I've trained in heavy
I'll
weapons.
help you.
So I'm going to drag it just back into the room. He's going to leave it there for now so we can carry on the mission.
Okay, this room?
Yeah, just leave it there, point at the door.
Okay, would Cole please make me a logic test?
My one weakness. Yep, nope.
You're like, man, I really wish that there was something I could do to fix this, and that, maybe there's something there's like a part missing and damaged in it, and then it could be fully operational, but,
Can I use a tech use test and see if I can fix it again?
You could take a tech use test to see if you could diagnose it.
Okay.
I assist him. I have trained.
Any modifiers?
Well, let Cole roll his first in assistance.
Okay.
If he passes, then that will determine modifiers for you.
Okay, so is that a tech use?
Just a base tech use, yes.
Yeah, do I get any bonuses because I have trained with heavy weapons?
I will give you a +10 because you're familiar with the weapon, and you could probably diagnose damaged parts a little easier than Jimmy could.
Yep. No.
No, you pop the hood off this thing and look in there, and you're like, it looks fine. I don't know.
Pulling the bolt back, it's like, oh, the rounds aren't feeding into the chamber, and he's keeps cocking the handle back and forth and watching the action go.
All right, Jimmy, you will get a whatever your basic roll is, plus any modifiers that you have.
So +10 for the combi tool.
You still cannot figure out what's wrong with this thing. You pop the hood off, you rack it back, you're like, yeah, you're right, it's not feeding, and you slap it closed and kick it, and you're like, fuck it, I don't know, I'll look at it later.
You having another one of them monitor moments, Jimmy?
Would Rossetti like to take a tech use test on it?
Goddamn right I want to. Any random modifiers I'd get?
Nope, you get your base unless you have some kind of tools or something.
Good thing I got that combi tool. Shit.
You are also shit, I don't know, it's not feeding right.
Hey, at least this time it's not something simple. Even I'm stumped, damn.
I'm still amazed you rolled an 8 there.
Yeah, that was it's very impressive.
Hey,
Okay.
My sister showed me some stuff when she was in the engineering thing. You pick up a few things from your siblings.
Okay, the player characters have now dragged this heavy bolter in here.
Yeah, Rossetti's gonna start heading for the elevator. After he can't figure that out, he's just heading for the elevator.
Yeah, Cole's looking very thoughtful as he tries to play in his mind what he knows of heavy bolters.
Jimmy, please make me a logic test before you leave, now that you have worked on the heavy bolter.
Any modifiers?
Base. Maybe those gun parts in that footlocker
Which I have.
would probably be useful.
Good. Alright, well, those gun parts got in the footlocker? We could probably use them to fix up this gun.
Well, do you know what parts you're taking out of it? Because I brought the gun parts with me. We can walk back and try it.
Yeah, let's walk on back, give him the coal, and we and him can see what we're doing here.
back we go.
Hey, at least we're all really good shape, right?
You're welcome.
You can make one more between all three of the characters. You can make one combined tech use test using the gun parts, which will be on Jimmy's tech use test at plus 30.
Okay. So
This will consume the gun parts though.
Okay.
Don't fuck this up.
So, and then also for the combi tool.
Yes.
I have a combi tool as well, if that helps.
That is part of the plus 30 that he is getting from the combined effort.
Okay, so my combi tool plus his combi tool.
No, it is not plus his combi tool. I'm saying between Cole and Rossetti helping you, you're getting a plus 30.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you managed to, between all three of you inspecting it, you're like, oh, there's something wrong with the bolt in this thing. Oh, the firing pin is like broken, and the shear like slide ramp there's like a shell jammed in it that we couldn't see before. And you like use your combi tool, you pull out the broken shell, and with some of the gun parts, you manage to find like a firing pin and jerry rig a new firing pin in it. The heavy bolter is now operational.
Okay, excellent.
I will unexit. There's not technically a guy on it, but the heavy bolter itself is operational.
Cole's just gonna stay here, just point down the bulkhead door.
Yep. Colt just trying to do best friend. No. He's happy, but he's got a job to do. Got orders.
Not
Just
gonna
happy
try to
he's there
lug
if
it
we need
around
it.
with you?
No, it's on wheels for a start. So it's probably. Don't I should. I'm gonna.
You managed to also oil the wheels. Apparently, one of the brakes was locked. It could be technically wheeled around with one person, but for every like 50 meters that you move it by yourself, you will be taking a level of fatigue.
No, that's a 40-kilo weapon. He's gonna leave it there. Plus, it's only got 15 rounds. It's there if we need it. We're
Okay.
desperate.
Are the player characters taking the elevator?
Yep.
Yes.
What level would you like to go to? Level 1, which is storage, or level 5, which is the bridge? Level 1 is technically like storage, 2 engines, and there's some crew quarters down there.
Let's go to the bridge. Let's get sensors back up, and then we go to storage.
Okay. Alright, I will drag this over to the bridge. I am pretty sure I have to copy your character, Cole. I'm not sure that you are on the bridge level yet. Okay, I will drag. Frank has to disappear. And so does Siegfried. Siegfried is not coming with you. Okay, let me. I could have sworn I marked an elevator on this level somewhere. Apparently I did not.
Elevator slams to the floor and crushes like 5 gene stealers. Ding!
That'd be nice.
At
This
best-
is a spray weapon.
Yeah. Lucky you. I got Sasha to protect me. Sasha and Wendy.
Yeah, but I'm not trained in flame weapons, so it's a good job it's spray. Just gonna make sure nobody's standing in front of me who I don't want to burn.
You don't have to make a ballistic skill with flame weapons.
That is a true yes.
Yes, but if you're not trained with flame, you have some issues. Okay,
I hit friendlies.
I'm not exactly sure I spelled elevator correctly. E-L-I-V-A-T-O-R?
ELA.
Whatever. There you go. Elevator.
I was looking at the wrong corner completely. There we go.
Okay. Would the player characters like to take like a 5-minute break?
Sure.
Yeah, I don't mind.
All right.
Pizza.
We will be back in 5 minutes.
Just drag him out the elevator.
Yeah. Anyway, alright, we're back. Okay, so you ride this elevator up and it goes, bing, 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 bing.
Does it have elevator music?
Yes, it does. I was getting to that. You hear, like, the most cringiest elevator music ever, kind of just like the stereotypical, kind of crap. As as you're standing in this elevator.
Has anybody got a knife? No reason in
you all have knives.
I don't think I have one on me anymore.
This is worse than that one time in Cancun.
Yeah, if anybody has a knife, I'm just gonna throw the knife at the fucking speaker to shut it the fuck up.
Paul actually just passes with his knife.
Yeah.
Alright, you make a ballistic skill check for me.
I was taking the gun parts off my thing. Any bonuses?
Nope. Alright, you throw it up and it impales the speaker in the ceiling of the elevator. It makes a crackling sound, and then it just starts going in a blood curdling, scrape your ears out whining sound as the speaker has now started malfunctioning.
I'm gonna use my las gun to just stab it deeper, hoping to shut it up. Ironically, the screeching is better than the actual music.
Okay, you try poking this thing with your las gun.
I'm hitting the butt of the knife to drive it deeper.
Okay, you use your las gun to try to smash the knife further into the speaker, and you do so, and then it just stops. The knife is now inaccessible. It is too high up, unless someone tried standing on someone else's shoulder to pull the knife out.
Paul looks longingly at his knife. Oh.
That is the most efficient way you can use a knife, ladies and gentlemen. Elevator music is its own type of torture.
Okay, unless the player characters are going to try to retrieve it, Cole, you will have to remove your knife from your inventory permanently.
Cole's gonna try and retrieve his knife as part of the Holy Emperor signed kit. Oh, you can't just leave it there.
Okay, you try reaching up and you're too short.
I'll help him up.
Did you just assume my height? You don't know how tall I am.
Yeah, RHSJW. Did you assume my gender? Blah, 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 blah.
I don't actually know how tall I am myself, so can I get an assist?
Yeah.
Okay, if Rossetti and Jimmy both assist you, you can get up far enough and pull this knife out of the elevator without making a test. Which I will assume they have done since they are silent.
Yeah.
Okay, the elevator arrives at the floor and, ba-ding. Well, actually, you don't hear a ba-ding anymore because the speaker is now destroyed. But the elevator has stopped moving, and the doors start slowly opening up.
We still retrieving the knife?
You have counted as retrieving the knife.
Okay.
The elevator has opened up. I
actually can't select my token.
You cannot what?
He can't.
Never mind, I got it. Oh. I had the ruler out, I didn't realize.
Rosetti's gonna step out.
Cole's gonna go and clear right with the flamer.
I'll clear left.
I guess I'm going straight.
Okay, you step out of the elevator and you're in some kind of room with a giant generator-looking thing in the middle of the room, and it's just humming.
Well, I know how we would take out the ship if we wished. Anybody want to take out the ship? No? Good choice.
I like living. So no, I'm okay.
Okay, what would the player characters like to do?
Paul's gonna keep walking down this corridor until he gets at a junction or something.
Okay, you continue walking down this corridor and reveal more of this room.
Okay, then he goes to play this one as well. Any vents? You see any vents?
There are vents.
In the roof, open ones, or are they all closed?
They are closed.
I'm just gonna vox the locations of how many I've seen and whereby.
Okay, you report that there are a few vents between the elevator and where you're standing now.
really gaseous area. People need to get air.
People also need to not get killed by Tyranids, by Xenos scum.
Believe it or not, that is not the primary design.
I should hope not, otherwise I think the Mechanicum has turned to heresy.
Oddly, I might prefer that to our current situation.
He thinks on it for a sec. Agreed.
At least we'd all be like really badass robot people at that point.
Okay. You enter this room.
We're just gonna box man down, and I'm gonna go check.
I'll move over here and that.
Alright. You see what appears to be a sergeant who has been slumped up against this wall and has had his chest cavity, cut to shreds. It looks like he dragged himself here. And
Take a
That's
medical
impressive.
guess and say he's dead.
It would probably be a pretty good guess.
I'm just gonna say medic and then move on to here. He's referring. Yeah, he's thinking of his old drills he was taught in training.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he's pretty dead. I ain't even gonna look at him. His chest cavity's open. That is not usually a sign of living. Believe it or not.
Do you want to? You sure you don't want to double check?
Is he breathing? Like visibly?
Would you like to make a Medicaid test?
I think you can literally see his lungs. So could you see them inflate and deflate?
Would you like to make a Medicaid test?
Yeah. Would this be first aid or diagnosing?
Diagnosing.
Ah, that's my weaker of the two. Does not matter.
He is quite clearly dead. Probably from blood loss.
Yeah, I had a feeling. I'll search him.
You search him. You can manage to find, a las pistol with, a completely discharged las gun. And in his other hand, he is holding a knife covered in, alien blood.
Is there any ammo in the last pistol?
It is completely discharged.
I'm gonna leave it then. Then I'll move up with Cole.
I'm gonna
Cole's
keep
checking
moving.
right.
I'm just kind of following up the rear right now.
Okay, you enter this room. It appears to have some, crates and cargo and stuff in it.
Yeah, do these cargo crates look like they could be opened without, tools or anything?
Yeah. They're not, locked shut. I mean, they're kind of, nailed shut.
So crowbar.
Yeah.
That would require a tool, which I do not have, so.
I don't think I have crowbar either. Let me check.
There could be other means of opening. And just for reference, this is, I don't know what the hell that, eject hold, I think it says. But it is, for reference, that is a, what do they call it? You hit a button and it, shoots shit out into space?
Garbage chute or garbage port.
Yeah, it's like a giant cargo garbage chute.
Excellent. If we just put some gene stealers in there now, that'd be quite entertaining.
Yeah, you tell
So
me
there
how you're
is-
gonna manage to get gene stealers in there.
So there are some barrels
Get back
over
on
here.
that one.
There is a wall full of crates over here. There is just a small little pallet of crates over here. And then there's this absolutely huge fucking ginormous metal container that is quite clearly locked. And then there's a stack of metal pipes and shit over here.
We'll get into that big ass crate. I guarantee you, I will risk my life doing it. Nobody puts anything useless in a giant metal crate. I
We don't
hope
have any
there's
Tyranid
power armor
corpses
in there.
yet. Or gene stealer corpses.
What was that?
Have we seen any Gene Stealer corpses yet?
You have not.
Uh-oh. Carry on, whatever people are saying. Didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, I'm start moving ahead of Cole.
Are the player characters not doing anything with the crates?
Let's check the area first.
Yeah.
Perimeter.
Sector clear. Not clear, not clear!
Okay, again, what are the player characters doing?
Sorry, as carry on moving.
I'm just kind of like looking around.
Yeah. Moving up.
Okay, you just look around. You see exactly what I previously explained that you see.
Yeah.
No.
I reached a wall there. Or...
Is there nothing right here?
That is just a wall. I will just... Boom, there you go.
Oh, okay. That's why I was really confused. I was like, is there nothing else here? I don't know. I cannot see it. It's very
I'm not going to reveal anything until you guys, like, basically tell me that, like, you guys are done with this room.
Yeah.
I've gone down the bottom there to start securing this way.
I'm gonna start like heading towards back where the elevator room was.
Okay. This was a, like, hallway over here, just FYI. So was this.
Where? Oh, okay.
If like this little small side right here, this corner is free, then I'm gonna try to use a pipe to like pop some of these crates open real quick.
Okay, Cole and Jimmy both wander off. I will deal with them later. Rossetti, you are alone in the cargo room, and you are attempting to open the crate. How are you attempting to open up one of these crates?
I'm gonna take one of the pipes, like look for a pipe that has like a little inclined surface and try to use it as like a little pry bar.
Okay. Make me... I wish that they had like a scavenger skill.
That's what awareness is supposed to be.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me an awareness at +10 looking through this pile of pipes. You managed to find one.
Alright, I was about to say, you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, it's close enough that I just let it go. Alright, you managed to find one. If you attempt to pry open one of the crates, you can get a +10, but it will be a strength test to try to pull the nails out of the crate.
Yeah.
That's
abysmal, but I'll give it a try.
Would you like to roll an awareness check to try to read what the crates say?
Yeah, I'll do that first.
No,
There is like a shipping manifest on every single crate. You cannot make out the procedures and like the way that they wrote it out. It just like it's a bunch of numbers and it says like a bunch of imperial doctrine crap and it's like items for blah 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 and you're like I don't know these codes.
Fucking Ministorum. Can't they just put what's in the fucking box?
Okay, would you like to open a crate?
Yeah, there's a strength test for it.
Okay, you try to pry this thing open and you fail and take a level of fatigue. You could attempt to pry open a different crate.
Yeah, no.
Are you going to carry your makeshift pry bar with you?
How much does it weigh?
It will weigh 2 kilograms.
Yeah, no, I can't carry that. That'll put me over encumbered. I'm gonna ditch it.
Alright, you ditch the pry bar.
I'll
Makeshift
try
pry bar.
to catch up with the group now.
Okay, you try and catch up with the group. Cole and Jimmy, what would you like to do?
I'm just searching the area.
Yeah. What's power core?
Okay,
Can I roll a tech use test to see what's up with power core? If anything.
sure, go ahead. The power core seems to be working.
Well, I'm going to keep following Cole up.
Okay. Oops.
Paul's just going to keep advancing with his flamer held at the ready.
Okay, there is a doorway on your right.
Is there anything to my left?
Yes, I will try to catch up with this. Boom, there you go. I just realized that there is a main lift on this map. Oh well. There's 2 elevators.
He's going to signal to Jimmy, who I guess he heard marching up behind him, to the door, and he's going to go left.
Alright, you can identify that as a lift right there.
Just call out on the comm bead.
I want to check this room.
Okay, you peek in that room. Are you trying to stealthily peek in it, or are you just, going around the corner?
I'll try to stealth it, since I have a tick in stealth.
We'll check through the other door a little further up.
Alright, Jimmy, are you also trying to stealthily look in that room, or are you just looking in it?
I'll go for stealthily. Let's see what happens. Come on.
Alright.
I'm beginning to think that stealth is not what we're supposed to be doing.
Alright, both characters fail and just kind of go around the corner, and they're like,
You didn't sing
aha!
So,
Jimmy, there is a dead dude on the floor.
Oh, fuck
No.
yeah, medical bay! I'm right at home!
Mm-hmm.
does that say secret hold next to the medical bay?
No, I don't know if it's secret or select.
Okay.
It's just part of the storage room. But there's like 2 doorways to get into it from here.
Alright, well, I'm going to search this dead guy and see what's on him.
You find nothing other than like pens and papers and shit. It looks like he just kind of got cut to bits in his bunk area.
Okay. Well, nothing interesting. Is there... Yeah, well, nothing interesting to search in here, really.
I'm gonna search the fuck out this medical bay. This is my home.
How long would you like to spend trying to search through the medical bay?
I'm gonna spend 5 minutes on this shit. I really want what's in here.
Okay. For every minute that you spend, you get +1.
Fuck it, I'll just bump it up to the 10 just to give myself the +10 on it.
Okay, you spend 10 minutes. What would Cole and Jimmy like to do in that 10 minutes? While
I want to keep
Rossetti
checking
is...
through.
Can I search through this bunk room and see if there's anything interesting in here?
You can find a bunch of standard Imperial Guard crap.
Well, nothing really of use then to me.
Rossetti, did you take a...
Oh, I accidentally did a Medicaid test. My bad. Yeah, no shit.
Sorry, 1 second. I'm dealing with stuff in the map.
That's on. I accidentally did a Medicaid test the first time.
That's fine.
I would have passed it if I had done the awareness check, but I did not. Makes me sad.
Okay, you spend 10 minutes looking in here, and it looks like everything has been, like, ransacked and, like, thrown around the room in, like a fury of people trying to either get in, out, take stuff, or escape. You're not exactly sure which.
Oh, God damn it! Why can't anybody just leave anything? Fucking rats! I swear. The one time I find a medical bay on this fucking ship, it's ransacked. God damn it!
Do I hear him from the other room just bitching?
Yeah, I'll let you do that. You're close enough that it should not
Okay.
really matter.
So I missed that then, did I?
You could take
pretty much
you could take an awareness check to try to hear him.
I'm okay, just making sure I can hear him.
Yeah, I'm shouting it if that helps you.
So yeah, I'm just gonna like walk down, and I'm just gonna look at Rossetti for a minute.
I imagine he's like on his knees, like digging through all the like the med kits and shit that's in here that's empty. It's like, what the fuck? What?
I,
Why would you take these things inside of the kit and not take the kit? This is the dumbest set of people I have ever fucking seen. Why would you remove the sterile equipment from the container?
I'm just standing in the doorway, just my arms crossed, just watching Rossetti.
Okay. As Rossetti is angrily yelling this out, Cole is moving up to the top left to check out more. Cole, can you make me an awareness check?
Hey, combat. Go away, please. Awareness. Wow. Nope.
Okay.
I am too busy like laughing to myself hearing Rossetti say that. I haven't known him long, but I get the idea is that they're looters. So him hearing this, him say this is making me giggle.
Okay. Out of the shadows, you hear some movement, and then all of a sudden you hear like, or some weird fucking alien noise.
He turns around like, what the fuck is that?
They got like plungers on their feet or some shit.
Some weird shit flies by you and just like smacks into the wall, and like it starts like slithering and like writhing on the wall, like it's moving.
Contact.
Does he say this over the combi?
Yeah, that was over the microbeads.
Yep.
Right,
would the player characters please roll me initiative?
Was that he's a little too busy with this fucking angry cursing at the fucking medkit stuff?
Sorry, how do I roll initiative? I couldn't get the button to work earlier.
You click on your character, and then you open your character sheet, and then you click on the custom initiative button.
Ah, excellent, thank you.
For someone who is very angry at this medkit, Rossetti is quick to respond.
Oh god, there's a lot of... Okay, well, alright. Frank's dead.
Curiosity, is this flamer gonna have like a sling? Or...
You have to remind me that Frank is dead. Jesus
I'm
Christ.
just holding it.
Apparently this just duplicates every time. Alright, so you rolled a 15. Rossetti rolled a 13. Okay. This guy rolled...
A 13.
A 13 somehow. How the hell did he roll a 13?
He rolled a 9, and apparently his agility bonus is 4D. Well, 4.
Huh. Alright, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that would be correct. Alright, and then... Jimmy, roll me your initiative.
I did.
He rolled a 6.
Ah, okay. Roll it one more time for me. And then I will change it to a 6, because...
It gets 4. Fucking 4.
Okay, Rossetti, what is your agility bonus?
My agility bonus is 3.
Okay, I am going to change yours down to a 12. Just to make this a little simpler. Okay, Cole. You swerve around where you think that you saw that shit, and you see that guy.
By the Emperor, what is that? Do I roast it?
You're the man with the flamer.
It is your decision. You have the flamer.
It's got a sling, hasn't it? It's like it's slung on me. I'm not just holding it. So if I let it go, it's just gonna fall to my side.
Yeah. The flamer normally has like a sling attached to it to help with the bracing.
So yeah, he's gonna let it slit in his sling so it sits by his side. He's gonna pull out his las pistol.
Okay, that is a half action to pull out the las pistol.
And he's gonna just snap off a semi-auto shot.
Okay.
No aim. Let's get back. Gear. Pistol, so no aim. It's not point blank, it's standard range for a pistol. And it's a semi-auto burst. No modifiers. Yep. Okay, nothing.
Your ass has a poor quality las pistol?
It got scratched up.
That's
It's not his.
All right, yeah, you miss all 3 or 2 of your shots, whatever Samato is.
Yep.
So 2 shots go flying.
Yes, and I'm just gonna take a move to step back.
You cannot move.
Oh, sorry, I can't. No, you're correct. No, stay where he is then.
Okay, it is the Termagant's turn, or just the shooty alien as far as you're concerned.
Mm-hmm.
It will take a shot. It is Samatoing, by the way.
Shit.
It manages to still only get 1 hit.
Is that not an extra?
Or no, that would be 2 degrees, wouldn't it? Yeah, that would be 2. Okay. Actually, I have to double check. Can this thing semi-auto? Oh no, it cannot semi-auto. Never mind. It only gets 1 shot.
Oh,
Even if it did semi-auto, that wouldn't be 2 hits because it's every 2 after the first.
Hitting just counts as 1 degree of success.
Oh yeah, it does. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, it deals 11 pen
Lord.
2.
I'm gonna let me check on my soak is. It's -2. My armor. What roll was that? Sorry. See where it hit?
11 pen 2.
No,
Yeah,
where did it hit?
Yeah. 22.
Oh, where did it? It doesn't matter. You have flak armor. It's the same in every.
That'd be my right arm. No, left arm. So I absorbed 6 points of damage of that. So I've taken 5. You hear him like like grunt into the combi because he's got it just open now.
Okay. Please update your wounds.
I just have.
When you do it, you gotta like hit enter.
Sorry.
I'm pretty sure.
Update.
You gotta click outside of it. I found.
Oh, you know what? I know why yours isn't working. I don't know why this is. God damn it! Did I want fucking.
So that's the
Apparently, it did not transfer correctly. There you go. Let me check yours, Jimmy, real quick. Oh, yours is working, and Rossetti's. Yours is also fine. Okay. Specifically for you, Cole, you get shot in the arm. There is like, not only did it hurt like a hell and it like punctured your skin and shit, but there is a bunch of weird little fucking bugs now crawling all over your arm.
He's just gonna start panicking. He's gonna try to knock him off, screaming a little bit.
Okay. All right. In the distance, Jimmy and Rossetti, you hear Cole screaming like a little bitch as he's like,
"Get him off of me!"
As he is screaming, "Get him off of me!" All right, it is Rossetti. It is your turn. Keep in mind that you are in combat, so you have to do combat moves and whatever else.
Mm-hmm. From where I am, would I be able to like peek around this corner and just like aim and shoot at this thing?
No. You would have to be at least halfway out of that doorway.
Alright, so I'm gonna move past Jimmy. Right there. I think that's an acceptable movement. Am I scaled properly? Oh, I wouldn't be able to move that far.
But is movement in feet or in meters on the on the character?
It doesn't matter. I think it's in meters. Whatever. It's 100, whatever measurement.
Yeah, but the thing is I'm not sure if it's scaled properly because I was gonna move
Compared to
there,
the other map.
Because I can only move 3 meters.
Try that.
Oh yeah, that's a bit better. I'd basically move where Jimmy is, but I'm just gonna leave my portrait there.
Here, I'll do it like this. Try that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Basically, I'd be right there. And then I'm just gonna snap off a single shot off at the creature thing person bug.
Are you taking a single shot?
Yeah, single shot.
Okay.
I don't get aim.
It is in cover behind a circular couch thing. Would you like to... I will give you the choice. Would you like to take a ballistic skill negative, or would you rather have it take a armor bonus?
Just take the armor bonus.
Okay.
This is on maximal or whatever the fuck it's called.
Okay, you're switching your thing to high power or whatever, which will consume 4 ammunition per shot, keep in mind.
No, it doubles the ammo that it takes, so it would take 2 since I'm only firing in single.
No, I'm quite confident that it is 4 ammunition per shot.
There's 2 settings though, isn't there? They got like slightly up and then overpowered. So
Or maybe it's 3, I don't remember.
Yeah, we'll just say it's 4, it doesn't bother me too much. So add 2 to that and add 2 pin to that.
I can double check real quick. Oh, nope, he didn't mark it. I will look this up at some later point.
Yeah, I find it kind of redundant to put maximal on all las guns because all las guns can do it.
Yeah. Is it plus 2 damage? I thought it's plus 1 damage and plus 2 pen.
no, I think that's the 1-up, and he's on hot
Is it?
shot effectively. Yeah.
Okay.
There's definitely plus 2 pen.
I think the first setting was plus 1, and then the second one's plus 2, but the first one doubles it, and then the one after that doubles the double. That's why it goes from like...
He loses reliable as well. If he,
Yeah, on any overcharge setting, he loses reliable.
Yeah, but I think on maximum he either loses unreliable or gains unreliable. I don't know. Anyway, carry on the game. So
Doesn't matter. He rolled it. Doesn't matter. He rolled a
It does
3.
damage. Yeah, it does damage.
our point is moot.
Anyway, let me...
He's gonna try to dodge it, ain't he?
Of course. I'm just trying to calculate out something else real quick. Alright, He will attempt to dodge. He fails to dodge. He takes a shot. I don't know where the hell you hit him. But,
Right arm. Same as me.
yep. He gets shot.
Take that, you Xeno scumbag. Fucking asshole. I could put much more colorful words into that, but I'm not going to.
Alright, Jimmy, it is your turn.
Alright, well, I think I'm going to try... what was I just thinking? Can I charge in and take a shot off at him or no?
You cannot charge. Charging
Not
is a
charge.
charging is a full action.
Full action, okay. Then from here, I'm going to try to get a semi-auto. Use my auto gun.
Wait,
auto
you
pistol,
have-
sorry.
Do you have run and gun?
No, I don't.
Alright, never mind then.
Alright, I'm going to do my auto pistol and do a semi-auto. At half aim, I guess.
Go for it.
I'm at long range, aren't I? Probably.
Your pistol can... Or auto gun or auto pistol?
Pistol.
30
You're at
meters. Or
short.
20 meters.
Oh. Yeah, you're at standard.
My standard? Okay.
If you're using the auto gun, you'd be at short.
Alright, and semi-auto.
Okay, you shoot... I don't know, however many semi-auto is for you. I think it's 3 shots for that thing.
Yeah, 3 shots.
Okay, you managed to hit 1 time.
Was that not 2 times? Because it's got plus 2 degrees of success. Oh, take it back. No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he's like 1 point away from the 2 degrees.
Okay, the shot hits into the couch there and doesn't seem to do anything.
Yep.
Alright, Clola, it is your turn. You have... You can still, I guess, remain screaming like a little bitch, but it is your turn.
Are these things like still eating my arm?
They don't seem to be hurting you, but they're crawling all over your arm.
He's gonna just try it. I don't know now. It's the most logical response to this. He's gonna spend a half action to take a shot off, and he's still gonna try and like shake his arm loose to try and get them off.
Okay.
Doesn't want to get shot again, but he also doesn't want these creatures on him anymore.
Are you firing your last pistol on overcharge or standard charge?
Standard single shot.
Okay. Go ahead and take your ballistic skill check.
Get out of the way. No aim action. Short range. Shot. Hey!
Alright.
Nice.
You get a hit. Go ahead and roll the damage.
That's my shitty pistol.
Remind me to give you Wendy.
Alright, you managed to down it.
Flamer. Okay, then immediately like drops his pistol, gets his knife out, and he's gonna start like trying to kill these bugs on his arm.
Okay, you manage to consistently slap your arm and start squishing these little tiny bugs as they go. Your arm is, well, I mean, since you were injured, it is kind of covered in blood, and now you have a bunch of like tiny bugs splattered all over your bloody arm.
You just gave yourself space aids.
No. He's gonna return his pistol to his holster before he does anything else now. I'm gonna leave it behind. He's definitely gonna retreat back to the group.
Okay.
And more specifically, the medic.
I'll hand you over. Wendy is a common quality.
No, he's alright with this for now. He just didn't want to waste a flamer shot on one bug.
Yeah, let me give you a check. I'm just gonna see if like I'm not gonna do first aid. I'm just gonna see if like there's any like immediate things.
Okay.
So I get a +10 because of the diagnoser. Ah, shit! If I had a fate point, I'd use it, but I don't. So
You are convinced that he is now infected.
well, I got some good news and I got some bad news. Which one do you want
the way you
first?
say that.
Well, the good news is you're not dead. Bad news is I might have to take your arm.
What?
Yeah, you might be infected.
No, it's fine. It's just some bites. It's fine.
I'm gonna pull my last pistol and put it to the wound. It's like I can burn it. That's the best I got for you.
No, what? No. It'd be fine. It'd be fine. Just a scratch. Take my arm. No.
If you're sure.
I'm positive.
I'm gonna put my finger on the trigger just to mess with him a little bit.
He's like really proud. No.
I can burn it. It would just be a quick little sting.
Don't shoot.
I'm just fucking with you.
How loudly are you like making this, by the way?
Oh, Cold is like panicking, like seriously shitting himself, thinking he's gonna lose his arm here. So he is not quiet.
Okay. You are like screaming, "Oh God, please don't! Don't! I'm not infected. It's just a scratch." Oh my God.
Exactly.
Jimmy, would you please make me an awareness check? Since you are the only one not currently preoccupied with medical-related stuff.
Alright, guys, we all know how badly this goes, so if I get us all killed, I'm not sorry.
Actually, this would be my fault for fucking with him.
Yep.
Okay.
It's quite generous for thinking somebody's infected.
Alright, you don't see this in time, and someone walks around the corner here. And that individual pulls his lasgun up, and you hear as the chainsword that he is carrying revs up, and he starts walking towards you slowly.
Yeah, stop being such a bitch. I ain't actually gonna cauterize the wound with the last. What the fuck?
What the fuck is that noise?
I'll look over.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same. Look up from the wound.
Would Cole, Rossetti, and Jimmy please make me an additional awareness check?
Yes.
This awareness check will be at -15.
Fuck.
Oh dear.
Okay. Okay. All three of you just see sergeant walking towards you with the las gun pointing at you and his chainsword raised and like revving.
I'm gonna slot my las pistol into its holster, and for now, I'm gonna keep my hands close to my side, but I'm not gonna like reach for my actual las rifle, whatever the
My
fuck.
right arm will be like hanging limp, and his left arm's like, "Whoa, whoa, Sarge!"
Hey, buddy, calm down. Just a bunch of us mooks having a little bit of fun. A lot of shit's going on. I know you might want to stab us with that, but let's not stab us with that. We can be friends. I'm a medic. If you need help, I can help you, but you gotta put that stuff away, because I ain't gonna help someone with a gun.
Why don't you go ahead and make a charm test at -5?
Got it. So I'm at a -25 in total. Boy,
Jesus Christ!
You talk to this guy and like he pauses. He kind of like pauses for a second at the words, and then he just keeps walking forward.
Is he still revving the chainsword?
Yes, he is still revving the chainsword.
When I use my uninjured arms, like lift the flamer up in its sling and point it at him, but that's as much as I'm gonna do. Other arm still hung loose.
Okay.
Look, buddy, we just murdered an alien. If you need any more convincing, we ain't just gonna start fucking murdering people that don't deserve it. Then you might want to rethink that. But
Jimmy, what would you like to do?
Stop walking towards us, please.
At this point, I think I'm gonna start aiming Wait, how much of an action is reloading?
Whatever the gun is.
It's just gotta reload my auto pistol.
Okay. Then it is a half action.
Half action. All right, so I'm gonna reload my auto pistol and kind of like keep it not aimed, but ready to go.
You're gonna take a half action aim at him, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Rossetti, are you going to continue talking to this guy?
Yeah. Look, buddy, you gotta understand the circumstances here. If you keep walking towards us, things are gonna get very bad very quickly. I don't want things to get bad very quickly. Cause say you have friends that come around that corner, and they ain't as mean as you, but then they see you getting shot at or stabbed or what have you, then they might get hostile, and there's gonna be a lot of more dead people than there needs to be. There are Xenos or something running around, so it would be our best interest to be a little bit friendly with each other, as in, friends of my enemy is my friend, or whatever have you. Pizza. Think pizza.
Rossetti, would you please make me one more awareness check? You are pretty close now. You can get a +5.
Jesus, with your fucking awareness shit.
I have pretty good awareness.
You look at this guy and you notice that his skin is not a correct color.
I'm instantly gonna sling up my rifle and take a shot.
You start slinging up your rifle and this guy starts shooting at you. This guy
Volters.
Do we both get to make a shot test at each other or something?
Yes, but he shoots first.
That's fine.
Technically, he will shoot first, then Cole could, and then Jimmy could, and then you could. Is the order that I'm going to be doing this in. Anyway, okay, he takes a shot. I have to go to the gear. All right, this is at you, Rossetti. This is his las pistol, and this is on overcharge.
Depending on how much. Yeah, I'm gonna try to dodge that.
Yeah.
Motherfucker!
May I use a fate point to get in the way?
You could possibly, if you roll me an acrobatics test at -10.
Oh, I don't want the medic to die.
I'm pretty healthy. It's fine if I take this hit. It's just it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, I'll take it anyway, just because I still think it'd be better.
The fact you're still willing to die for me after I threaten to blow your arm off.
It's more the fact that he knows he needs medical help, so if the medic gets injured, nobody's gonna help him. Self-preservation.
Okay, I have to look this up real quick. Well, first off, take the damage. You will not. The Righteous Fury will not be doing additional damage for you since you're a player character.
That's for the body.
What is that in? The body?
Yeah, it's to the body.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Roll me. I don't exactly remember how the hell Righteous Fury works.
It's a 1d5.
Is it a 1d5?
Yeah.
Alright, roll me a 1d5.
There's a few ways that people do it. Some people have it so that mooks only do additional damage, and some people have it do critical effects.
No, against player characters it will be doing critical effects. Against mooks it does extra damage. Unless it's like a named character. Yeah, okay, you rolled a 3 on energy to the body. The attack cooks the flesh on the chest and the abdomen, inflicting 2 levels of fatigue and 1d5 toughness damage.
Is that permanent toughness damage?
It will be permanent until you can medically correct it.
I take 5 toughness. Fuck off, dice.
Alright, please note on your character sheet your base toughness and then change it to match your current toughness.
Does that knock him to the ground as well, or?
No, it does not knock him to the ground.
Alright, so I had to fix my toughness now. That knocks me down a toughness level.
Okay. Keep in mind that was on overcharge still. So that is technically 14 pen 2.
Oh, that does more damage than I thought.
Okay, Cole, it would be your turn to react. You just saw Rossetti take one to the chest as you see his, like, sizzling flesh start boiling in his chest cavity or, you know, whatever. As he's like, ah!
Ah, you motherfucker!
He's gonna say, fuck yeah, oh, bastard, and just roast this whole area with his flamethrower.
Okay, you light it up with a flamethrower.
I do.
The guardsman, I know for a fact he has to take a agility test to...
Or be set on fire, yes.
Yeah. Alright, he is taking an agility, it's minus 20, right? I'm pretty sure it's agility at minus 20. Or maybe it's agility base and then every test after that is minus 20 to put it out.
It just says hit, if hit agility test or be set on fire. It doesn't say...
Oh, okay, alright.
It's just an agility test. If they fail it, they get hit.
Doesn't matter.
He has to do an agility test to see if he's hit. Then he has to do another one to see if he's on fire.
Oh, he fails, so he is hit by it, and then he has to do another one to see if he's set on fire?
Yes.
Okay. He will do another one. He is hit and set on fire. Roll the damage for the flame. Flamer.
I told you, you fucking asshole, it didn't have to be like this, you infected cunt.
Yeah, that's not so good. That's 6 points of damage. Pen 2. Still there, or have I just been cut off?
There we go. Okay, this guy is now burning alive. Jimmy, it is your turn.
I am going to do a semi-auto shot.
Okay.
At him. At still probably about half aim.
Okay, so you count as a full aim because you half aimed last turn. You're half aiming this turn, and then you're shooting.
Okay. And then, wait. God, how do I measure? Oh. So I'm trying to figure out how far I am from him.
You bring out the measurement tool.
You are 6 feet from him.
Okay, how do you find that measuring tool? Because I've been trying to find it this whole time.
Okay, so you see like top left, you have like the arrow, a square, an eye, a magnifying glass, and then below that there's a little ruler. You click on the ruler.
Oh, okay. All right, I see it. All right. So, short range. So, full aim.
Are you semi-autoing? You said?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You managed to miss all 3 shots.
Jesus.
Rossetti, it is now your turn.
Yeah, this motherfucker's getting an overcharge shot.
I'm going to say that you have lost 1 half action as like a recoil action of being shot that aggressively. So you only have a half action to respond.
Yeah,
only for this turn.
Actually, no, it's gonna be a standard shot in that case. Yeah, fucking miss. God damn it, Sasha.
You miss. It is now generic guardsman sergeant turn. He keeps walking towards you. He doesn't quite seem to care so much that he's on fire.
He takes 1d10 damage.
Oh yeah, that's right, because he's on fire. Is that resisted by toughness? I know it.
Agility test to put it out.
I know he has to make the agility test to put it out, but I mean, is it 1d10 damage resisted by toughness? Because I know the armor doesn't count.
Yeah, it'd be resisted by toughness. Standard soak.
Okay, so you do 8 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He turns and takes a shot at you, Cole.
Uh-oh.
It's a good thing he doesn't get that aim.
Doesn't matter. He rolled
matter.
he rolled a 3.
That better not be semi-auto.
No, he is just shooting singles
Oh, thank God.
at this rate. It
Gotcha,
is overcharged though.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
Gotcha.
Would you like to dodge?
Yeah, Jesus Christ, yeah, dodge. I forgot about it with the
Dodge!
Oh, you get lucky and you don't get Righteous Fury. Of course, it's the medic that gets Righteous Fury.
Doesn't matter. You dodge that shot. You like Matrix that shit as he's like this flaming sergeant revving a chainsword fires a shot at you. You're like, oh shit, bro. All right, Cole, it is now your turn.
I am going to again release the flamer and draw the pistol and take a single shot, like I did with the bug.
Okay.
I don't want to waste 2 bursts of flame on one guy. Oh, let's say ballistic skill test. That's point blank now, isn't it?
That should be.
And it's a standard 1 shot.
You hit?
I wish I was semi-auto now. Damage. Fuck!
Okay.
The machine spirit is angry in this pistol.
That's because it's trapped in a shitty pistol.
Yeah, I can't blame it.
The guardsman, who is on fire, manages to dodge that shot.
Bollocks!
All right, Jimmy, it is your turn.
I didn't realize we were in the Matrix.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna aim and do a single shot at what I'm assuming is still short range, and I'm still at full aim, I'm assuming.
Yes.
If you were a foot closer, it'd be close.
All right, so you're shooting. Are you semi-autoing?
I'm just gonna standard shot.
Okay, you're going to do a single shot.
Yep.
You managed to hit.
Okay. Damage.
Jim dodge this shit like Agent Smith.
You can only dodge 1 time per action phase.
I know, but I can still imagine him doing it.
Okay, 9 damage. Okay. Rossetti, it is your turn. You now have a full action to use.
Yeah, half aim, point blank, semi-auto, but I'm not overcharging.
Okay. You get your 2 hits.
Yeah, you fucking prick.
You manage to kill him. He falls to the floor in a flaming pile as the fire continues to consume his body.
I'm gonna spit on him. Fucking cunt.
Okay. Jimmy, would you please make an awareness test? Actually, Cole, you can also make one, considering that you were facing that direction.
Hallelujah.
Jimmy, you will have to make yours at -10, though.
Oh, okay.
Well, the works didn't get any better for me.
1 second. Let's see what happens with the -10. Oh, what the hell?
Okay.
Why is your awareness so bad?
Out of all of the gunfire and shit, you guys were too preoccupied, and someone else came around the corner.
Yeah, can you fuck off, you damn Xenos? Damn it.
You could probably take an educated guess that all the gunshots and shit probably notified more people on this level of where you are. You are getting shot at, Jimmy.
The screaming probably did the help.
Alright, well, cool. I'm getting shot at.
Yep, that too probably.
Better you than me.
Alright, well, I'm gonna, turn to look at this fucking Xeno shit.
It misses.
Doesn't matter, it misses. So the shot hits the wall, and there's a bunch of bugs crawling on the wall now. We will go in the same order. So Cole, your turn.
He's still got his pistol, so he's going to take a half action to aim, and he's going to take a pot shot at that bug.
Take a -5 because you're shooting over a flaming body, and if you ever look at a campfire, how you get that wavy heat kind of stuff when you look through it. So it's kind of like throwing off your aim. So take a -5.
Okay. Standard range for a pistol.
20.
Is it a +20? Is it?
No, I'm saying the standard range of a pistol is 20.
Oh, so I'm at half range. So I add an extra 10 to this. So yeah.
Last pistol is 30 actually.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
so yeah, it's still half range. So it's a semi-auto attack. -5, and just add 10 because I missed that. That was a 57. So that is 2 shots, 2 hits rather. So it was 2 damage.
Nice.
Gotta give it a bit of rough love.
Was that on overcharge?
No, standard.
Okay.
I don't have the ammo to waste on overcharge.
Jimmy, you can go ahead and take a shot while I do this real quick.
Okay. So I'm assuming I've already turned to look at him. I'm just gonna semi-auto with the auto pistol.
Okay.
Assuming it's half aim now, because point blank. It's 6 feet, so that's probably standard range, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or no, that would be close range.
Close
You
range.
got a pistol, right?
Yeah.
Auto pistol?
Yeah.
Look at your
If
pistol.
it's less than half, then it's short range.
Your auto pistol is 30 meters, so close range would be 15. So if you're under 15, you're considered close.
Okay. All right. Jesus.
You miss?
Missed.
Rossetti, it is your turn.
God fucking damn it, Xenos. Half aim shots, standard.
Okay.
Thing is short range. $24.
Was that overcharge?
No.
Okay. It will take another shot at Jimmy. It scores a hit. Jimmy, would you like to try to dodge?
Dodge. All right, let's not be Gohan this time, right?
You managed to dodge the shot.
Oh, the dodge rolls are insane.
Good job, you're not Krillin.
Cole, it is your turn.
Same again. Half shot, half action aim, half action take a shot.
Okay. Semi.
She up. Yeah, semi also again. Half action aim, short range, semi auto.
-5 because you're
And
shooting over that dead
-5.
body. Yep.
Oh no!
Your gun jams, and like as it's a las pistol, it like goes like subtract 5 ammunition from the charge pack, and it's considered
Including the shot I fired.
yes, and it is considered now jammed.
He just kind of stops looking at his pistol for a bit. Just looking like, oh no.
Okay. Jimmy, it is your turn.
All right, well, I'm gonna try to take a single pot shot at this asshole. With the auto pistol again, but now assuming I'm at full aim. Short range, standard. Yes.
You score a hit.
Nice.
Rolling damage, 9.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Rossetti, it is your turn.
Yeah, same thing from me. Half aim, short range, standard.
Score a hit.
Yep.
Alright, you down it. Kills it.
I'm gonna quickly move into that medical bag.
What is that I'm actually standing on? Is that like railings?
Sorry, what?
What am I standing on? Is that like a railed area? Or
It's like a giant lift in the floor.
so that right of me is like a wall. Or like a
It's just like the line where like the thing would start.
Oh, okay. Right, I get you. He's gonna head into this building here, slump down, and start working on the jam.
Okay, you can just consider your gun unjammed. You are out of combat.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of like join Rosette. I'm gonna go check out Cole and see how he's holding up.
Cole is like looking at his right arm where all the flesh bore hit. And he's like poking it, and he's like quite concerned now because Rossetti said he's infected, and that guy looked infected.
Can I go privately over the combi and talk to only Rossetti?
You could if Rossetti is aware of like that you want to do that.
My comm bead's on. So
All right. Hey, Rossetti, switch over to another frequency real quick. We need to talk about this guy.
yeah. He'll
Cole.
flip over.
Cole, you hear them say this over the comm beat. Are you going to switch to the same frequency that they are and stealthily listen in on what their conversation?
No, he's way too concerned with his arm. Plus, those two, who knows what they're talking about.
Okay.
He didn't like say to Jimmy about being scared of the infection. I'm just saying that's like what's going through his head. So he.
No, I'm aware, but you heard this You heard that, and he specifically said about this guy.
Yeah, but he could have. Go
ahead and make me a logic test.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably the easiest way to work it out. Which is excellent because I fail logic every time.
This is gonna be the one time you.
No.
Nope. All right. You don't think much of it.
No, I don't know.
You will not be aware of the conversation that is about to happen between Jimmy and Rossetti.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Rossetti,
Yeah, what up?
how long do you think we have before he's fully infected?
I don't fucking know. I'd need to take a blood sample, run it through my diagnoster. Hopefully that can give me a time. If that doesn't give me a time, I'd have to take an educated guess. And even then, I couldn't be certain.
Is there anything in the medical bay that can figure that out right now, or is everything gone?
Could I take a look to see if any of the equipment that would be built in would still be there?
Oh yeah, everything that's like not basically easily stealable is still in there.
Right. Would that include something to test blood more
Yes.
effectively than a diagnostic?
Yeah, you could. There's like a machine that would like help you test blood and like would spin the blood out and everything.
Yeah, there's something in here to do that. Why?
Well, we need to figure out how fast the infection is spreading and decide if we're cutting off his arm or not.
Yeah, grab that chainsaw just to be safe.
Between this conversation and like the time that combat has started, when you had the conversation about him first being infected, an overall of about 10 minutes has passed.
Okay.
So he has been quote unquote infected for 10 minutes.
I'm gonna move to go grab the chainsword. Rossetti, let's switch back over. Tell Cole to get over to medbay.
Yeah, I'll flick over. Like, hey, Cole,
Oh shit, sorry. Yep.
can you get in here for a moment?
Sure, yeah. Take a look at my arm, Doc. It itches.
Yeah, that's what we're about to do.
I think I've got a rash.
I'm gonna draw his blood with my injector.
Okay.
Okay.
Just real quick, Jimmy, before we move on to this medical role-playing. You walk over to this body. It is still on fire. The chainsword, you could, like, use your las gun and, like, you know, like how, like, you get a stick and you try to, like, pull something closer to you, kind of like that? You could do that to get it out of his flaming corpse, but, like, it is currently engulfed in flames and is not, like, running anymore.
Alright, well, I'm gonna try to, I'm gonna try to, like, drag it away with something.
Okay, so are you attempting to pull the chainsword out?
Yes.
Okay, so are you going to attempt to use your las gun and put it into the flames and try and pull the chainsword out?
Yes. I don't use my last gun that much.
Okay. Are you actually carrying a las gun?
I think so. Yeah, since I have one.
In your gear, not in your ranged weapons.
Yeah. Or wait, 1 second. Ruby.
No, I see it. I see an auto gun. I do not see a las gun. Or no, that's auto gun clips. I'm sorry. No, I only see you have an auto pistol.
Can I find something that would
Sure. You remember that there is a pile of pipes in this storage room over here.
Alright, I'm gonna walk over to that storage room, keep my auto pistol drawn, and I'm gonna go get one of those pipes and come back.
Okay, it'll take you about 5 minutes.
Okay.
You come back, this body is still on fire.
As I was expecting. Alright, so I'm gonna try to draw the the chainsword closer to me.
Okay, make me... let me see what skills. Probably, this would probably be acrobatics. Yeah, make me an acrobatics check to avoid some of the flames licking you and like setting some of your long sleeve clothes on fire and stuff. You like the pole is basically preventing you from like directly sticking your hand in the fire, but the flames are still like licking out in random directions.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. You are going to have to take a agility test to avoid being caught on fire.
Where's my... Any modifiers?
Oh, just base. You are caught on fire. So, Cole and Rossetti, you hear out of, like, inside the medical room as you, like, draw his blood in this amount of time that has passed. You hear Jimmy suddenly go, like, oh shit, oh god, ah!
I turn
Cole, you can quite easily just turn and you look out, and Jimmy's armor is now caught on fire.
Gonna run over to him. I pull him to the ground and try and pat him out.
You can take an agility test to try to put him out at +20.
Yeah, Rossetti's just gonna keep testing this blood. I'm assuming they're not that fucking retarded.
You just assume we're not retarded. +20.
Yes.
What?
That's because you
don't put the plus sign in there.
Yeah.
You put the minus sign in there, but you don't put the plus sign in.
That would have been a fail. 19. So 1 degree of failure. 2 degrees of failure, technically.
Okay. Jimmy, he tries patting your arm out and pulls you to the ground, but you are still on fire. You will now take 1d5 damage. Actually, I'll make it 1d3 plus 2.
Roll 1d3 plus 2.
You take 5 points of damage, and you are still on fire.
So
although
you
you
straight to wounds with that, right? That's pierce right through.
No, you can resist it with your toughness bonus.
Oh, toughness bonus is. Fuck, is it?
I'm hoping at least 3.
You look at your toughness. What is your toughness?
My toughness is 30.
So what is your toughness bonus?
That would be 3.
Why?
3.
He has to learn, bitches. Okay, so you can resist 3 of that damage.
What the hell am I typing in? Okay, there.
Okay, you can make another agility check test to try to put your arm out. This time, since you're on the ground, you could probably try smothering your arm out with your torso, which will give you a +10.
Okay, screw it. I don't want to be on fucking fire.
Fire sucks.
You try smothering it out, but you have the most flammable clothes ever. Probably because you're an engineer and there's oil and shit soaked into it. Cole, would you like to continue trying to put Jimmy out before he burns to death?
Jimmy out. Just
Why am I dying like this?
Was that chainsword worth it, man?
Well, to possibly cut off this kid's arm, yeah.
Is he saying that in character?
No.
I just wanted to chop your arm off. Wait, what?
What?
Well, the fuck am I helping you then?
Okay, Cole, you can manage to finally snuff out Jimmy's arm.
The fuck were you doing?
Just try to just grabbing weapons. Need weapons, bruh.
Jimmy, just so you know, there is a fire extinguisher right here on that wall.
You know what? As I'm getting up, I look over and I see it. I'm just gonna go, I'm a fucking dumbass today.
Don't put that body out yet, please.
I'm gonna put the fucking body out. Fuck this.
By the way, change your uniform to fire damaged. Yeah, singed, fire damaged,
The
whatever.
black armor?
No, the
Oh,
uniform.
uniform.
I'm just gonna shake my head at him. This isn't the weirdest thing he's done so far. I'm gonna go back in and see Rossetti.
Yeah, Colt, you haven't known us that long yet.
He doesn't draw the connection between the chainsword. So yeah, he's gonna go back to Rossetti and check the results of the testing. How am I gonna do, Doc?
Wait, Jimmy, did you tell him you were trying to get that chainsword?
I just told him I was trying to get the weapons.
Oh, you did, didn't you? Yeah.
Alright, Cole, would you make me a logic test? Just this time at +10, considering this is the second logic test.
Oh, might actually pass a logic test.
You might, if you believe.
No.
Nope, you're still just yeah, he just wants those weapons.
No fairness, these guys have almost compulsively collected a lot of gear so far, so
How long has Cole been in the service for right now?
3 years.
Oh boy, you're still a noob.
But he has never seen service.
Yeah, that's
combat. This is the first time that he has ever actually seen a combat situation.
Oh boy. Okay. All right.
The twos and blues are all about fancy ceremonies, which is why his uniform's so neat, or it was.
Yeah.
Alright.
Or it was until you.
Rossetti is probably the oldest of the group and probably has the most experience. Because he is like 32.
Cole is 19. He was drafted at 16.
Oh, 31. Rossetti is 31. Alright. Yeah, I'm just going to be testing this blood. In the centrifuge.
All right, you can take a diagnose test at -30, even with the equipment, because you are not familiar with how to like diagnose blood and look for infectious diseases and stuff. That's with the diagnoser.
Oh.
You are not trained to diagnose blood. You're not a doctor. You're a medic. All right, the centrifuge beeps out and says that, like, yes, there's contaminants in the blood, and that convinces you that you think Cole is infected. It doesn't specifically say what is contaminated in the blood, but it does say that the blood is contaminated.
With that, I'm gonna draw my last pistol. I'm gonna set it on the counter. I'm gonna rub my face. And try to ignore the pain in my chest. Well, either
What have you got that for?
You got two options here. In my limited experience as a medic, one of two things usually happens with infections. But there's going to be a third option because we are fighting Xeno Scum.
I just want to note, just FYI, that even if I gave you that 30, you still would have failed that test.
Yeah.
I just want you to know.
Yeah. My intelligence is 47, so yeah.
He says that's the Cole, does he?
Yeah. You've got like
Listen, Cole, I've only got an intelligence of 47.
I'm actually rather smart as a character.
You are, to be fair, yeah.
Yeah. So you got three options, Cole. I'm a gesture to the last pistol. It's like, I can shoot you in the arm, cauterize it, or we can use the fire out there, whichever one suits your fancy. Either way, that thing's getting burned. And we can hope and pray you don't die to infection in a few hours. I can shoot you in the face and just kill you now, and it'd be quick. And we just don't even take the chance. Or three, we let you turn and then we just beat the fuck out of you anyway. Your call.
Do I hear all this from where I'm standing over here outside?
Depends on how loud Rossetti is talking.
Just matter of factly.
And if his comm beat is open.
It's always open.
Then yes.
I'm gonna go over the comm beat, or we can get this chainsword and chop off his arm.
I didn't want to scare the boy with that yet, but yes, that is.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat hell here. If he wants to stay alive, we might have to cut off the arm.
Fire?
Yeah, pretty much.
Why?
Because we're trying to keep you alive.
No, sorry, I blacked out for a second there.
I've already killed one of our friends today. I would much rather keep you alive right now.
Very threateningly blocking the door.
Yeah, more or less.
There is a doorway. Cole, there is a doorway right there.
Oh, correct, there is. Yeah, he's gonna.
Cole, don't you run.
What are my options, Doc? I blacked out as soon as you told me I was infected.
I can burn the wound and hope. Oh, out of character?
Out of character. Was it you said what you said? It was cauterize it.
I can burn the wound to see if that like helps. It's probably not going to, but it's like a reassurance
seal the
thing.
bite.
Yeah, just as like a reassurance thing. Just like in character, Rossetti would be like, "Yeah, I can burn it, and we can hope to God that you don't die from infection in a few hours." I can shoot you in the face and just kill you, or we can take chances and see if you turn or whatever. There's also the option of cutting your arm off.
I'll have to do a logic test here because cutting the arm off makes sense if he's infected because he doesn't want to turn. But at the same time, does he think there's a chance he's infected? Because that guy looked very infected. Oh god, actually no. Do I? Tough choice.
This is your call.
You don't have to make a logic test. This is your decision.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Rossetti's
know,
not
I'm
gonna
trying
shoot
to-
you in the face unless you're certain about it. Rossetti's
I'm
not.
trying
He's
to
an
think in
asshole, but he's not
character
like that.
what the most logical thing for him to do is.
If you want GM input, go ahead and make a logic test.
Yeah, go on, GM input. GM input, see. I'm loving this, RP, this is just hilarious.
It is quite nice.
Ah, so close.
Chopping your arm off.
And there we go. I'm gonna
do
go with
I
the
have-
GM. I'm gonna go with the GM.
Do I have the chainsaw yet, or do I?
You
still need to
could
put the guy out?
cut it off with a knife. It would be quite gruesome, but you could do it.
I'd rather do this clean.
I don't think a chainsaw is really going to do it clean.
No.
The
It's-
chainsaw would be preferable because if you're using a knife and say we don't have enough strength, we're basically just bashing this bone in, and that's gonna.
Yeah.
You could if you like sedate him, you could cut through his bone. I'm not gonna like make it. I mean, I'm gonna make you take a Medicaid test basically to prevent him from like bleeding to death like instantly, but
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Rossetti's gonna step up to the table. He's gonna have this grim like, yeah, I've had to do this before kind of attitude.
you could inside the medical room you could find the appropriate drugs to like put him under.
Cole's taking his knife and he's gonna put the handle in his mouth to bite on, just in case.
Yeah, with what I'm about to give you, that knife ain't gonna do shit for you.
Are there any like doors we can close? Just kind of like muffle the
Just
sounds
do-
of screaming.
Yeah, you could close both the storage room door and the front door.
Okay.
They're
I'm gonna go
not
first.
like bulkhead doors. They're just like a standard door. Like it's not. It could muffle sound, but it's not gonna like stop
Yeah.
anything from getting in.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna-
gonna go shut both of them. Just
Well, shit, his first
I'm gonna
combat
make-
experience, he's lost an arm.
I'm gonna
Sorry
make
about
this
this, kid.
very clear. He's probably not gonna scream if I give him enough, but that chainsaw's gonna be quite loud. That's all we're worried about.
yeah. I mean, at least we have some muffling going on.
I mean, our character, I'm not sorry, I find this hilarious, but in character, this guy, poor Jackie.
First game and you're already losing your arm.
I
Yeah,
mean, you
I mean, admittedly, I'm not gonna tell you whether or not you're infected, but this has just been a series of consistent failures up to this point.
Yeah, I know.
that is
I
that
can
has
accept it.
that has basically gotten you to this point, and I'm just sitting here as the GM, just like, oh, this is an interesting turn of events.
No,
I
I'm
don't
loving
think
it,
you
this
were
is hilarious.
exactly planning on any of this.
Oh no, I mean, to be a good GM, you have to improvise.
Yeah.
All right, I assume you're gonna put him under.
Yeah, but before I put him under, I'm gonna give him one last chance to back out of this because this is obviously a serious commitment.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to turn, so he's just going to give like a silent nod and grit his teeth.
Like, okay, I mean, I was more willing to shoot you in the arm, but what?
That wouldn't do anything though, logically, would it, to stop an infection? It'd stop bleeding, but it
You
wouldn't stop
you
infection.
failed the logic test. You were convinced that getting shot in the arm would not stop the infection. Chopping it off is a better chance.
So, with all those failed rolls, this is the only outcome that makes sense, other than just hoping he doesn't turn.
Also, just at this rate, Cole, you are convinced, and so are the other player characters, more or less, that if you get shot by a termagant at this rate, in any body part, that body part is now considered infected. So if you get shot in the chest, you're basically shit out of luck.
Oh dear.
At the rate that you guys have been making these rolls and what currently the situation is, you are all currently convinced that like you are all fucked if you get shot in any body part that you cannot basically chop off.
Yeah, well, we rolled, we failed, the outcome, so
Yeah.
let's take that arm off.
I do have an idea of how I can kind of make this up to you later, but it's gonna be pretty heretical. That's for later, though.
I like it.
He's
Heresy.
gonna put his penis in your butt.
I might put a Tyranid penis up your ass, but it's not gonna be mine.
You know, a bunch of fucking weird white people. Like, this is why I don't drink around white people, because they always do some borderline gay ass shit. You know, it's like, yeah, Frank fell asleep and then we stuck a carrot in his ass.
I shit you not. There was this one group that put an eel in some guy's ass and he died from it.
Yeah, I remember reading a news story about that.
Oh
Oh
shit.
god, I think I heard about that too.
I've never heard that one.
Yeah.
All right,
It was a big eel. It was a
Okay.
really big eel.
I don't give a shit. Can we move on from sticking shit in people's asses?
Take my Come on.
Is this, by the way, is this in character? Like, Cole, you're sitting here, and like Jimmy's like, yeah, don't worry about it. I definitely won't like stick something in your ass when you're under, and we're chopping your arm off.
I mean,
Rossetti's not that kind of guy to joke about that while about to cut someone's arm off.
Jimmy, just yes, Jimmy, just yes or no. Jimmy, just yes or no. Okay.
yes.
Cole,
Fuck it.
Jimmy says that, and then Rossetti, you stab him with the drug right before you go under. Cole, what are you doing?
Like, no.
You're just frantically like, no! What the hell are you doing?
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's about how it goes. Now get on the other side and hold him down just in case he has any weird fucking movements.
Can we just tie him down? I kind of promised I wouldn't. Like,
Cole,
you know.
please take a point of insanity, by the way, as you are convinced that Jimmy is going to sexually like rape you as you're put under and you're having your arm chopped off.
He's never gonna believe otherwise.
Also, you now have nightmares. Please note that you now have nightmares of Jimmy raping you.
Yeah, just hold him down, and I'll rev up the chainsword and get cutting.
Okay.
You do not have the chainsword.
Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab the chainsword.
There we go. I've made a note that Cole suffers nightmares of Jimmy.
Well, give me the chainsword. What the fuck are you walking in here with that at? I sent you to go get it. Jesus.
It's okay, fine. I'm going to go get it, asshole. I go grab the fire extinguisher,
Jimmy-
put out the body.
Jimmy leaves. Yeah, you do that, and then like Cole is sitting on the table, and you hear him muttering to himself in his sleep about like, not the ass.
I swear to God, if while I'm cutting your arm off, you swing and punch me, something's going up your fucking ass.
At the word ass, he starts like flinching a little.
Yeah. Yeah, so don't fucking swing while I'm doing this goddamn procedure.
This poor young cadet.
Rossetti's had
Okay.
to go through a lot of young cadets saying a lot of weird things in their sleep.
I'm sure the amount of dicks he saw in boot camp.
All right, Rossetti. Jimmy hands you this chainsword.
Oh, I closed the
rev
door
it
behind
on.
me.
I'll rev it on, and I'll cut. I'm just gonna cut the arm off. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it like, oh, I'm gonna cut it. Just no, fuck, the arm's coming off.
You pull the trigger on the chainsword, and it does not respond.
Are you fucking kidding me? I'm gonna
Also,
smack it against the,
also the handle is all like fucking burnt and shit. Like all the rubber padding and stuff has been like fried off.
Can I make
It has been inside a fire for like 25 minutes now.
I'm gonna smack it against the table to see if that gets it to start.
You break a few of the teeth off. The fire has made it very brittle.
Should I make a tech use test to try to see if I can fix it quick?
You can go ahead and try.
Yeah, I toss it over to Jimmy and I grab the knife and I just start cutting. If he gets it working, I'll swap over to that, but...
You do not manage to get it fixed.
Fuck!
You could like pull it and it goes like, and then it just like dies out. It like won't stay running.
Well, okay, I'm gonna like just like lay it like right next to Cole, so when he wakes up, just get real fucking scared.
Rossetti.
Jimmy, I swear to God, if this kid goes into shock because of your fucking shenanigans, I'm taking your fucking head off.
Hey, I got 5 points of insanity right now. I need some way to laugh.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up what the insanity meter does eventually, like after this game. You guys have taken so much insanity.
Every 10 points, you roll a dice.
Is it on the table of like an effect?
Yeah.
Okay, I just didn't know what it starts at. Anyway,
it gets progressively harder as you hit certain thresholds.
All right, Rossetti, please roll me a Medicaid. This will take probably, I don't know, 10 minutes to like cut through all the flesh appropriately, like carefully, and then another 10 minutes for you trying to like cut through the bone without like completely snapping it and breaking it and like having a bunch of splinters and shit and making a nice smooth cut. This will be a Medicaid test at minus. Roll me a D3, 1 being the worst, 3 being the best.
Yeah, 0 to 10, or 0 to 9, you don't suffer any effects of insanity. So, It's just a quick one.
3. Okay, so you can make this at a base Medicaid test.
Is that including the equipment that I have?
Yes. That thing, and then you will make 2 Medicaid tests. You will make a standard Medicaid test for cutting it off, and then you'll have to make a secondary Medicaid test to staunch the bleeding.
I ain't got the necessary equipment. This is very difficult.
Okay, you managed to cut the arm off, but he instantly loses 5 wounds. So Cole, you will have to lose 5 wounds. Okay, you managed to cut the arm off without like an excessive amount of damage. You now have to staunch the bleeding.
Define excessive.
You managed to like stop the bleeding, cauterize the wound, and like sew it up somewhat nicely. Put some gauze and bandages on it, and now he has like a stumpy, like kind of arm. Like he has like from like his elbow up, but from his elbow down is missing.
Yeah.
Okay. How much drugs did you give him?
A little bit more than needed.
Okay, you would know how long he would more or less be out for. Plus some time because his body would technically be in some form of shock, so probably longer. So take a educated guess.
You want me to take a logic test for that?
Sure. You could take the logic at like plus 30, since this relates to like medical. Okay, you could probably take a guess that he will be out for at least 12 hours.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
This boy ain't waking up for at least half a day, if not more.
Well, then we should probably rest here while we wait for him.
Yeah, I just cut this boy's arm off. Even if he does wake up, he might not be at top performance. I hope he didn't have dreams of handling large guns in the middle of a field, because it ain't happening after this.
He probably had dreams of handling large penises.
Yeah, the entire time he seems to be having like a nightmare.
Swear to God, I'm going to shoot you. Normally I would be okay with this type of shit, but I just cut a boy's arm off, and you want to talk about dicks?
What would the player characters like to do in the 12-hour span?
Sleep.
Yeah, sleep. We'll just take turns sleeping, I guess.
Okay.
Did you put out the fire on that guy's body? Because if not, I'm gonna charge up some charge packs.
No, he used the fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
Son of a bit. Since he can't use that flamethrower anymore, I'm gonna use one of the shots of the flamethrower. Start a fire up. Cook my charge packs.
Okay, what are you lighting on fire?
The bodies. 3 of them.
Which, okay, so you're spending time dragging a few bodies together?
Yeah.
Okay, so you dragged this body to here. What other body?
Wasn't there another soldier? If
No.
not a soldier, then one of the
There's
weird
a sergeant
bug creatures.
far right.
Yeah, the sergeant and one of the bug creatures.
Okay. You drag those 3 bodies together and light them on fire.
Yep. I'll put a charge pack near it, but not in the fire, because I'm not a fucking idiot, and I'm not gonna tempt fate. And I'm gonna let them cook and charge up.
Okay, you wait an appropriate amount of time. Your charge pack is recharged, but has been damaged because they don't charge that way normally. They can charge that way in emergency situations, but it will damage them. Your charge pack has now been permanently reduced by 15.
Right.
Which, if it is in a las gun, is, subtracted from 60. If it is in a las pistol, I believe a las pistol is 30 shots, correct?
Yeah.
It will be reduced by 10. So you make the appropriate change, but note in your inventory that you have 1 damaged las pack, and then note that it is.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I just put a ×2. One is at blank, and one is at blank.
Okay.
Where did you put Cole's arm?
Where do you want me to put Cole's arm? I just cut it off. I did my job.
I don't think Cole cares that much since he is unconscious currently.
No, I'm just curious what you've done with it. Is it going to be like next to him when he wakes up?
Yeah, he just like he puts it in like the thumbs up position, like with the Terminator right before he gets dipped in that molten metal.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, another insanity point coming my way.
On a serious note, yeah, what did you do with that arm?
I probably would have just thrown it in the floor. Get it the fuck out the way.
Okay, as a medical guy, you probably should throw it in that fire, just as a free note. Especially
Sure.
since you think it's infected.
Sure, it doesn't. Whatever. Just get
Okay,
the fuck outta
you
here.
toss it in that fire and it roasts and sizzles, and you have like a bacony smell going on in the background. Well, you have like a mix of bacony smell and like horrifying Xenos burning smell and like burnt hair smell. So it's like a bunch of weird smells, and like only one of them is like ooh.
Ooh, bacon.
Okay, both Jimmy and Rossetti, you can regenerate your toughness wounds back since for 12 hours of sleeping, but you will also have to consume a day's of rations since this is like technically another day. Cole, you will not be able to eat as you are unconscious unless
I will spoon feed him.
while he is unconscious.
Yeah, there's ways of doing it. It's not the best, but I mean, I'll get it done.
Okay, Cole, you can reduce your ration by 1 day, and you can be considered fed.
Not dying of starvation.
Yep. Cole, you will regenerate half of your toughness bonus back.
In that time, I'm gonna do Medicaid on myself to get my toughness up before the time takes over. Just
Okay.
so I can do it now and still be able to do it later. That is, I get 5 wounds.
Okay. It is now the next day. Would you like to make your next day's Medicaid test?
Actually, I'd get 7 back because that would be, you get 1 point for passing. No, I'm at full health after that.
Okay.
After the toughness bonus.
If you perform Medicaid on Cole, you can regenerate 1/3 of what a normal Medicaid test would produce. But this would consume today's because he did previously get Medicaid test the previous day.
Yeah. So that would be, that's 4 degrees, that would be 8, so do that math.
Just take 2.
Yeah, there you
Okay, 12 hours passes, blah, blah, blah. These birdies burn down to basically nothing. I will just delete them. Just as a reference, there was a las pistol on the sergeant's body that has now been damaged beyond repair. There was 2 charge packs, which has now been damaged beyond repair. There was some other equipment that I will not tell you, because they are now disintegrated beyond recognition.
Yeah. Rossetti doesn't even give a fuck about that shit. He couldn't carry it anyway.
Okay, Cole, you wake up. You're
Okay.
groggy, you're groggy and disoriented, but you wake up.
First thing Cole does when he wakes up is look for his arm. Has a minor freak out. Next thing he does, checks his pants. Are they still on?
Rossetti would have made sure.
So he checks his pants, like look, sigh, like whew. And then he goes back to freaking out about his arm. He's like looking around for it.
If Rossetti would have woken up before him, Rossetti would just be leaned against the wall, keeping himself occupied with fucking whatever. It doesn't matter what.
Holding his arm in front of him, waving it.
He's
Scratching your chin with
he's just playing with his dick.
using it like a back scratcher.
Playing with my dick and using it as a back scratcher.
No, I'm a Cole's
I
arm.
have a very big dick. My,
He's like he's like facing the wall and he's making that like jerking motion with his right arm, and you're just like, oh god, he's using my hand to do it.
turn around, I'm actually just polishing my las pistol. Like what? What are you freaking out about?
Cole's just like, oh god.
So, I guess the operation worked.
Well, you're awake, aren't you?
I won't be playing the violin again.
No, you might get lucky and I might find a way to give you a new arm, but yeah. We're pretty fucked on the arm situation. I hope it wasn't your dominant arm, because if it was, I'm sorry, you ain't shooting very well either.
He kind of like, his head goes down, he sighs.
Was it your dominant arm?
Indeed.
Well, I ain't giving you a handy J. I can tell you that right now.
Cole, just for reference, whatever arm this was cut off on, I don't remember what it was. Your left arm, I
His
think.
right arm.
Okay, please remove all the armor and silk from your right arm, and any shot that hits your right arm will now just be considered hitting your chest.
Oh, sorry, left arm, not right arm. So he does still have his he still has dominant arm.
Okay.
Well, at least you can still jerk off properly. I hope you weren't trained in using your left arm for that, though.
He doesn't feel the need to respond to that.
Hey,
In addition, Cole, you will now permanently suffer. What is your strength bonus, or what is your strength?
3.
No, what is your overall strength?
Oh, overall strength 31.
31. You will suffer. Roll me a d10 plus 3. You will suffer 3 strength.
That didn't include the plus 3, so that's 6.
Okay, you will suffer 6 strength damage permanently now.
Oh, fuck.
Good old fashioned football.
if
Gonna put my gear
Adam.
rating down.
at a later date, I might be able to, I don't know, jerry-rig you an arm that somewhat works with your body. I mean, mechanics do it all the time. Can't be that hard, right?
Jimmy, just note that, or not,
Not-
Cole, I'm sorry. Cole, please note that you lost 6 strength from the arm loss somewhere in
I
your
did.
notes.
I've
Okay.
already done it. He's now down to 25 strength.
Okay.
He just nods to that statement, just looking at the elbow, basically, what's left.
Oh no, I took your entire arm off.
Oh, does it? Oh, right, from the shoulder. I thought you said from the elbow.
Yeah, no, I took that entire thing
Oh,
off.
shit. See,
For Cole, for conditions, please put Phantom Limb,
Okay.
which is I don't know if any of you guys know what that is in real life. Do you know what Phantom
Yeah,
Limb
It is
Okay.
in real life, yeah.
Okay.
I'm actually a CNA in real life, so yeah, I do know.
Okay.
Phantom Limb.
For reference, that is, you have that effect now, Cole, so please kind of roleplay in that area. So like anything that you would normally do with your left hand, you now, you have to like either stop or you do it and you're like, oh shit, that's right, because you're missing that arm, but you still think you have it.
And occasionally you will suffer pains, even though you don't have that arm.
Right.
Just say it. I just put a video in the group chat. It's how I imagine freaking Rossetti in the corner fucking with.
Yeah, I've seen that video like years ago, but yeah.
Oh, you saw that? Okay. If you haven't seen this, you didn't watch the whole thing with just that scene for the moment.
I've never seen it, no.
I'm also saying, Cole, after this, you might want to go ask for a new training or something, because you ain't gonna be using heavy weapons
Just
without help.
That really, head really goes low for that one. Size.
Okay. I will leave it up to the player character.
Impressed.
I will leave it up to the player characters right now. You can end the session here, or you can continue. It is technically 4 p.m., which is an hour after when it officially wanted to end, but I wanted to keep the roleplay going. It's up to you guys. I'm cool with going late.
I don't mind.
I'm getting freaking hungry and I need to do shit.
Okay.
I'm cool. That's fine.
All right, we will end it here. So good session. Player characters will receive 200 XP for the session.
Cool.
I'll just add that to my journal.
Rossetti, you will get an additional 25 XP just for a successful surgery that did not manage to kill Cole.
Is that?
Oh, trust me, I'm gonna need that extra experience. Everything for me is expensive as fuck.
All right, and with that, good session, guys. Any end thoughts on the session?
More heresy.
More heresy.
More end of the world debauchery.
All right, well,
Just saying, Cole, at some point I'm gonna inject you with some Tyranid stuff, so don't get mad at me if I have to chop off another leg or something.
Why would you do that?
Just be aware, Tahiti is a magical place, and you're gonna have many boy girls there.
Say that again?
I'm done. I'm fucking done.
okay. All right, well,
Alrighty.
good session. Have a good one.
Yep. All right, guys.